welcome back to Tyranny of Dragons. I am your dungeon master for the game, or the master of the universe, as I humbly call myself. To Tyranny of Dragons. I am your dungeon master
Hold
for
for
the
the
game, or the
applause.
master of the universe, as
We actually got a full group.
To Tyranny of Yeesh. Welcome back to Tyranny of Dragons. Sorry, I accidentally had my stream volume live. Don't know why that happened. But anyway, so accidentally had my stream volume live. Don't.
Uh-oh. There it goes.
Me and my stream are fighting right now. But anyway, welcome back, guys. It's so good to be back, and we're happy to be back. This week we are short one White Hill. However, I have found and restored the Mason to life, and I have also found and kidnapped a hobbit named Eric. So we now have most of the party. We are only short one Fear. And with 7 people in the party, hopefully you guys can survive.
Rip Chameleon Girl.
I switched to the healer to save us all from terrible things.
Once again, I'm Dr.JWolfenstein. It's awesome to be back and happy to be back because it's October. And I love this month. This month is awesome. This and Christmas are my two holidays.
May, October.
Yep. So, allow me to go down the list of characters in the order that they appear on my little list here on Roll20. We have our brand newest character, Mr. Rattlegast, the Orc, played by...
Hello! Pleasure to meet you.
We have Mariana Goldenway, played by the Dwelfling, who just walked off camera like a jackass. Our Satyr, Oath of Ancients Paladin. Right?
Nice to meet everyone again.
Yep. I did get that right. Good. I'm glad. Because it's been so damn long since you and Mason have been here. I'm not bitter. We then have Celine the Stargazer, played by the lovely Callie Cat, who is not streaming camera today, and that's okay.
It's fine. You don't need to see my wonderful visage to be inspired by friendship, magic, and hope, and love, and whatever else our party brings together.
I'm gonna say insanity is like half of those.
Yeah.
Hey, no insanity, just friendship.
Like I said, we are down a White Hill, who plays our Death. I think it's either Death or Grave Domain. Let me double check.
I think
No,
he's
it's
the
Death Domain.
Yeah. Our Death Domain cleric Fear, our Turtle Man. Yes, it is Death Domain. But he is out because college classes be college classes, yo. We have Wolfenite, our Circle of the Wildfire Druid, Rift Genasi, played by Mr. Matt. You're muted, Matt.
I am muted. Wow. Thank you for stopping that. They threatened to cut my crystals. They shall die before that happens.
And then
I understand self-censorship.
And then we have Serial, our Rune Knight Wood Elf, played by Mr. Mason.
It's great to be back, everyone. Let's get to the murder. Oh, speaking of which, it's dark in here. Serial's casting light.
Serial's casting light.
Oh, that was
Not an
magical.
Elfish Knight, you're a Rune Knight, but close enough, I suppose.
I mean, either way, I'm a knight of some sorts.
Eric, while you're doing that, you want to mute your headset so we can't all hear you grilling?
Oh, I'm so bummed out, Mason. You didn't hear my poem about us being the heroes of Green Nest.
No, he didn't. But there's a reason I have a YouTube channel that has all of these episodes on it, which, by the way, is Professor John Wolfenstein on YouTube. I will have a link eventually. I will eventually be good at this. Eventually. But in the meantime, as you may notice, I'm rocking the Has-Been Hotel merch because I fully support Has-Been Hotel and all of that wonderful property that Busy Pop, the creator, has created. Also, I am going to shamelessly plug something that I am purchasing because it is amazing. I am going to shamelessly plug the Grim Hollow Kickstarter. It is still going on. It has about 16 days left. You should definitely go to Kickstarter and look up the Grim Hollow. It is a grimdark fantasy setting for D&D 5e, and it is going to be the next stream I run. As those of you know, the last time you were on this channel, I did announce that I was planning to do a stream on Sundays, Sunday mornings, and then I will continue these Wednesday nights. Maybe there might be a third one in the works. I don't know. Probably not. It depends. But the Grim Hollow is definitely going to be the setting I do, and so once the Player's Handbook comes out for that, and once I get the campaign setting, I am going to run that whole thing until I am blue in the face because I can't wait. I am super stoked. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of cool things. It allows players to finally be able to become vampires, werewolves, fae, elementals, and it actually contains an in-game mechanic for how to handle that and what powers they get at what levels. And it's very, very creative. Also, it adds a whole bunch of new subclasses to classes you already love. I'm personally looking forward to the Sangomancer, which is the wizard subclass. I am super stoked. The Circle of Blood Druid is also up there. But anyway, guys, I highly recommend go checking it out. They're not paying me a damn thing. I am plugging people because I enjoy the content and because I'm a fan. So, anyway, without further ado, let us get back into Tyranny of Dragons. Now, when last we left our heroes... No, I'm kidding. They're actually heroes this time. When last we left the heroes of Green Nest and one old orc man... actually, technically, it's the heroes of Green Nest, one orc, one satyr, and one weird traveler girl.
Weird traveler girl? I am the heart of the party, thank you very much.
Okay. Next...
And we're on drink number what?
Oh my god.
She's gonna take a third class, and she's gonna take a level in Bard.
I am actually taking a third class, but it's sorcerer.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Thank God you can only
She
4
wasn't.
class on here.
Yeah, if I 4 class, yeah, it would be too much.
Why? You would take all the charisma classes. You'd take Warlock.
Exactly.
Warlock, Bard, Paladin, and Sorcerer. All four charisma classes. I'd have all the bullshit. Which is the only way I could see a 4 class working, because none of the others are that synchronous.
Yeah, and intelligence and other stats are broken. Charisma is the main stat. But that's why I'm so fabulous. So let's continue.
Dex is obviously the strongest.
Dex and charisma are the strongest stats.
But anyway, so our group has left Baldur's Gate. They are traveling as part of a caravan, leaving Baldur's Gate. If I can find the damn thing. How does Baldur's Gate not on this map?
I know, right?
Way down here. They are traveling from Baldur's Gate to let me make sure I actually get this. Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep. So right up here. For those of you who don't know, Baldur's Gate is going to be the setting for the next big game. It's actually the next big D&D game to come out, Baldur's Gate 3. The first 2 were actually really good.
And it's awesome.
Yeah. And then Waterdeep is the site of Dungeons of the Mad Mage and other famous D&D settings or campaigns. It's a very popular destination. So, to travel from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep as part of a caravan, they were hired on as the personal bodyguards to some fat bastard. I forget his name off the top of my head because he's just...
I actually have that, and that would be
please, go
Akuni.
ahead.
Akuni, who I know is the greasy soul in my notes.
Except it's Acrony.
You say it with an R, I say it anyway.
Yeah, it's Achreny. Acrony.
Akuni, okay,
I
fine.
mean, as you just said, you say it as the greasy soul, so.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
He is an independent wagon master with 2 wagons to the caravan, thanks to some negotiations by Wolfenstein. That's now 3 wagons. One of which being more of a carriage than a wagon, but...
It is my lovely carriage.
Yes. Both are hauling cured furs and uncured hides. He's a boorish man without a trace of civilization about him. He's not unfriendly, just smelly, vulgar, and utterly without manners. So Mason on
He
a
has
bad
his
night.
napkin now. I fixed part of that problem.
Excuse you.
I said on a bad night.
Fair enough.
Yes, Celine did in fact make him a napkin/handkerchief, which he proceeded to instantly ruin because.
To be fair, I made him 3. Thank you very much. I have it in my notes.
Yes, you did. His second wagon driver and the 2 laborers, on the other hand, are perfectly pleasant. Their names are Bob, Jimmy, and Joel.
How you doing there, Bob? Pretty good there.
That
How you doing, Jimmy?
How you doing, Joel?
Those sound vaguely like made-up names to me.
All mate.
Hey, at least it isn't John and Jane. You know, the dough couple.
There's an actual John and Jane Doe somewhere in the world, and they have to hate life.
Right.
In D&D, they're probably the most unique characters there.
Although, if you're watching John and Jane Doe, I am very sorry I said that. I'm sure your life is wonderful, but I would like to ask some questions, and you may not like me.
Where were you the night you were murdered?
And I might be killing, myself. Anyway, so.
He says the shit won't have a mouthful of meat.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
Good for you.
Oh god, an Animaniacs reference.
Hey,
Everybody
They've been
has
doing it
their own taste.
nonstop.
if you don't know Animaniacs references, I can't help that your life was sad. That's just what that is. I can't help that.
Like
It's not
4
on me.
drinks in, and that's not enough. Alright, let's
so-
move on.
You guys have been about 2 days on the travel so far, and Saloon, the Lord of the Storm, has pissed off and helped free an owl known as the Duke.
It is always better to inspire your inferiors so that you can face them in worthy challenges. That is Saloon's bit. And if he's gonna be a bitch owl that got himself caught, he has to battle eventually against Saloon. That's how it goes. A test of manliness and awesome clothing.
What the fuck?
So, anyway, Mason, whatever you're listening to, we can hear it, by the by. Anyway, yes, so you guys were camping down for the night. The Duke got away with a bunch of owl henchmen. You imagine he's gonna go try and fuck with a rooster and eat a cat somewhere. References for those of you who are cool and in the know. For those of you who aren't, your life is still sad.
Well, I'm sad then.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that went over my head.
It's okay. You just don't watch enough Don Bluth animation, and you know.
I know, and I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
Anyway. So, that night passed. You guys wake up the next morning, and you are traveling on, yes?
Yes.
We encountered some
Yeah.
deadlands, right?
Oh, yes. You are going through the Fields of the Dead. You will be here for a while.
Oh no.
You guys, thankfully, you know, you wake up fairly bright and early. You guys wake up bright and early. You guys, you know, manage to have a good night's sleep, all things considered. Your employer actually chooses to sleep in the carriage.
Oh, neat.
Yep. Fear has decided that he will accompany him and keep watch over him. Though you imagine that Fear's trying to plan his death by accident. But, you know, you guys are being paid well, and, you know, all your expenses are being taken care of, so, you know, is it really so bad? As you guys, however, get ready to move throughout the day. I want. Well, Mason, since you're back, I'll have you roll me a d12, please.
That's a 2 there, boss.
That's a 2 there, boss. Oh, well, perfect. This is actually the one I thought would happen. So,
He's a wizard.
I want Wolfenite and Mariana to roll me a perception check. Cereal, you can if you want. You don't have to. And Celine, definitely. You can
All
roll
right.
perception
A
if you want.
perception coming up.
Yep.
That's
No.
a 15.
Mariana, despite
No.
being a cheerful satyr, you are not a morning person.
That's fair.
I'm busy watering my flowers.
You guys wake up and you realize, and actually, Cereal and Wolfenite, you two, Celine, you just kind of notice because you're nosy. But you two take special interest in a small carriage next to you. Well, it's not small, but it's the only one. It's one of the travelers, a noble if the carriage is any recommendation. However, you're not interested in that. What you're interested in is the horses. These horses have very dirty collars and girths that have caused big old chafing sores in their hides. They look to be underfed, and it's very clear that they have been overly whipped, let's say. There is definitely ill treatment of these horses. Wolfenite, you notice this in particular because of you're a druid, and Cereal, you're a knight and an elf, and so you understand how to keep good horses. You do notice, however, that as the morning rises and this man comes out of his carriage, dressed in fairly regal attire, definitely looks the noble. He walks up to your carriage, and your horses in particular. These are some fine animals. What say I trade you? And he looks to, I would imagine you, Cereal, as you're the one kind of leading, because you're one of the drivers of the wagons. In fact, I'd imagine you're the driver of the carriage that you actually, that Wolfenite managed to get a hold of.
So I made my cute little tent on top. That would mean I'm probably there? Question mark.
Yes, you're there. You see this.
Yeah, there's just nothing but scowling as Celine opens her book, and there's scribble, 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 and then scowl, like judgmental scowl from the top of the carriage or whatever, and then scribble, scribble, scribble.
And Cereal.
Well, I may be the one that's leading this, but it isn't my carriage. And before I would make any deals with that, I would like to ask you how you've treated your animals so poorly.
Oh, these useless nags, they're not worth the hide that they have. I'm looking to trade, after all. I need real horses, not these. And he kind of makes a dismissive hand gesture.
Every horse is a good horse when treated correctly.
Oh, well, differences of opinion, I suppose. Well, think about it. I'd be willing to offer more than fair price.
Scribbling and... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
How close is this guy to his horses? Or did he walk up to our carriage?
He walked up to your carriage, but his carriage isn't very far. Also, you do notice that he does have two people traveling with him. He has a knight and a mage.
Darn, there goes my plan of setting the horses free.
I was honestly hoping that's what you would think too, because I want to myself.
I wanted to, but now that he's got guards, let me see what I can do up my little repertoire. Nope, I don't really have anything super useful for this. Oh, okay, never mind. Continue.
Okay. But he shrugs and walks away. Back to his tent. Or, well, back to his carriage. And you all get saddled up for the day.
I'll be speaking with Wolfenite about the offer, considering he was the one that shenagled this thing.
As those two are talking, I'm going to lower my book and what my scribbles said, and there's going to be a wonderful ink dressing of the roles reversed, so the noble is actually pulling the cart for the horses.
Nice.
And she just merely nods affirmatively to whatever plan these two hatch up.
So, Wolfenite, you are approached by Serial. RP, the two of you. Come on, this is Dungeons and Dragons.
Well,
I know,
as
I'm
you
not
can see, those horses have been very badly mistreated. We could treat them better, but I fear that he would treat ours much worse.
Oh yeah, no, that's out of the option. That's not happening.
You're the one who got this caravan.
Yeah, and I only own one of these horses. Two of these are from Green Nest, and we're borrowing them still. They're not even close to being ours to give.
So my question is, could we come up with a plan to free the animals?
Can a little birdie in the night burn their leads?
I mean, a little birdie in the night can do a lot of things, except that your little birdie gives off candlelight.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, I think it's bright enough in the day that it wouldn't be as noticed.
I have a quick question.
Quick answer.
What is our terrain again? Because I remember we were passing through the Death All Valley earlier. And are we still in there?
You're still in the Fields of Death. Everyone is still on high alert. It is field lands, kind of like moors. There's some places where you can definitely like smell swamps or bogs or some type of water that's stagnant and not moving. But yeah, it's think of the Scottish moors on an autumn day. It's not exactly the most pleasant place to be. And the stories here don't make it any better. There's a couple of trees every now and then, but they're not thick, and it's not many. It's not like a forest or the woods. It's just, trees.
Well, we have good news. No one is allowed to even use a torch unless they're an insane person. So, what we could do is just sneak up in the night and just release the horses. A nice distraction for the guards, if there are any outside.
Rattlegast and Mariana, it's about this time that you two hear this conversation.
Where's the conversation happening?
Right. Near
By the back of our cart, where I've been watering.
Yeah. By the back of the cart. The noble disappeared back into his carriage, and his two bodyguards seem to be busy getting ready for the day's travel.
I imagine Celine's just leaning in and throwing aggressive one-liners, and then just scribble, adding to her details, and just looking at you guys to make a plan. But she looks furious.
Rattlegas is gonna walk by the group on the way over to his cabin, or to his the thing that he's escorting.
Yes.
And just say, "Oh, those two horses seem to be in bad shape. Likely to be prey for what lurks out in these fields. It's a damn shame." And then walks away to his thing.
As he's walking away, Celine just offers her book, and it's just that picture that's Skype, of course, of the roles reversed.
Very accurate. Oh, well done.
And
Well done.
Above the picture, you see the title, Lord of Jackasses.
And Celine raises one eyebrow like, kind of in a suggestive, like, hey, want to help me with this? kind of attitude. And she just gives a winning smile, and she just says, the stars tell me to do it.
Rattlegas looks at Celine with a knowing eye and says, "Freedom in a bigger cage is not truly freedom, young one," and walks away.
Yeah, she flips a page and it's back over to your page. She scribbled something, but you don't know what it is yet.
Well,
He is correct about that, but I feel any fate would be better than being under that man.
Yeah, Celine looking back over, and then there's a note underneath the Lord of Jackasses comment. And it just says, can you eat nobility? In a question mark.
The fridge.
And she crosses her arms, clearly infuriated by the situation. Her young, girlish features, like doing that young, like, you would think of a 12-year-old pouting.
Do you want me
Reading
to
that
talk to them?
comment, reading the comment underneath that of "Can you eat the nobility?" brings a tear to Serial's eye, and he just quietly says, "She of water and earth."
Aww.
Well,
Mariana just asked if you want her to talk to them.
if we talk to them, I think they'd want something that would be beneficial for them. Which, to be truthful,
No, I meant the horses.
Oh well. Oh, the horses. I was gonna go talk to them if you weren't gonna talk to them.
Just casually, do you want to talk to the horses? Yeah, I want to talk.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go talk to the horses.
Celine nods vigorously, having no ability to actually talk to animals, but...
So
let's
as you,
see.
so Mariana and Wolfenite, as you two approach the carriage, you see the knight like watch you and like put a hand on his sword, whereas the mage just kind of looks at the two of you as he's getting ready to climb up into the driver's seat. Can I help you?
Just wanted to feed the poor beast something to eat, and I'm gonna give him a couple carrots to eat.
Strange, but then again, you look like one of the woodland type, so. And he climbs up into the seat. Just
I'm
don't
gonna-
delay our travel.
Of course not. I wouldn't dream of such a thing. But I do dream of having this cute little these cute animals being fed. And
You have strange dreams, friend.
that's what they all say of druids. I'm going to.
He just kind of nods his head like he knew you were a druid, and you know your eccentricities are just that.
Just that.
Can I covertly cast animal friendship and make it sound like I'm saying baby talk to a horse while petting it?
Sure, the vocal components are whatever you want it to be, and somatic components can be as complex or as simple as you desire.
And the material is this carrot I'm feeding it.
There you go.
I'm gonna cast at 2nd level.
Okay. It's a second level spell, but yeah.
No, it's the 1st level.
Oh, it says enchantment.
Animal friendship's 1st. Well, that's because I'm casting at 2nd level,
Ah. Well,
and so that way I get to. If you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can affect one additional beast for each slot level.
gotcha.
So if their wisdom is or their intelligence is underneath 4, and they're gonna have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
For fuck's sake, I now have to actually look up the fucking stat block for a horse.
I'm sorry, but you had a
D&D,
druid
folks!
involved.
D&D, folks!
Famished horse.
A very, very
Fucking
hungry
red
horse
A
probably has...
starved, desperate horse.
Yeah.
Definitely
I'm gonna that.
Intelligence on a horse is 2.
Oh. Divination? Oh, speak with animals. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Him.
So, Wolfenite, as you cast, if the beast is 4 or higher, the spell phase or be charmed by you for the spell. Fucking, now I gotta roll a wisdom check on a horse.
Sorry.
Just gotta make an auto roller horse.
At least it's
I'm not saying it's a
-4.
horse. I'm not saying it's a horse and that there's magic casts upon it, but this horse is doing something magical through the power of friendship. I'm just saying.
Thank goodness this isn't a pony. That'd be a really hard travel we'd be having.
Exactly what I was just about to say. Is thank God it's not ponies. Fucking dick. They're charmed by you. They like you.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm liked.
I forgot how much you all try to murder me in these streams.
You're the one who's
Why?
eating.
Murder you how? You're the one who decided to get murdered.
Can you imagine that being a kid? Being that a defense? Your Honor, I didn't kill him. He chose to die.
He's the one who messaged me first on Craigslist.
I swear, Your Honor, I didn't kill him. He just died.
He just he wanted me to stab him repeatedly.
He walked right into my blade. He walked right
seven
into my
times.
blade 40 times.
He made me stab him. How? He made me. But you stabbed him. Yeah, but he made me.
I just like to imagine someone
You
laughing.
just hear the
grabbing
chorus
his
in the
head.
background. He had it coming!
He had it
Last
coming.
words said by man who got stabbed. What are you gonna do? Stab me?
No, I shot him.
What
Isn't
are
that
you gonna
great?
do? Stab me,
Why did you
famous
stab-
last words.
Why did you stab him? You didn't hear what he said to me. What did he say? I bet you're gonna stab me.
So
Anyway, so Mariana, as you approach, you cast Speak with Animals, and you can now understand them. And as they're eating, they're muttering to themselves, "This good carrot. I like carrots. Delicious."
And
Intelligence of 2. What do you want from me?
Is it wrong?
I mean, I do
can
the
you-
same
Yeah, I
for
know,
fish and sushi,
but,
so
like-
I totally understand.
how are you doing, friends?
Carrot's good.
Other than carrot.
Stingy rope hurt.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna like pat one of the horse's muzzles.
And I got these sores on me back, see?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
I in the
Suddenly,
chat I
they're
messaged.
British.
One of them is.
No, only one of them.
Oh, got it.
I got these ouchies on me back. It hurts.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
God.
tried to
Oh,
kick the meat
perfect.
man, but I missed.
I'm fired, and I missed.
And then I fired, and I missed.
And I
This
missed.
went on for several minutes.
And I
went
fired
on for
again, and I
several
missed again.
So after just like so these horses clearly aren't doing well for one.
No, not at all. Like if this was today, somebody'd be arrested and like tried and convicted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is not good. Thankfully, you can't see their ribs yet.
Well, don't worry. I have a solution for every situation. As I lie
Fireball,
about
sir.
As I lie about that because I actually don't have a situation for every a solution for every situation.
I like carrots. Yeah, carrots is good.
Yeah though.
You got any tubers?
Ooh, we could give you some later.
I like the tubers.
But next time we give you the tubers. Oh wait, I can't speak it. What am I doing? Ignore me.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah. So I look over. They really like your carrots, friend.
You see both horses kind of nod. It's at this point that the mage on the wagon. Okay, we're leaving now. Get out of the way.
Oh, okay then.
Okay.
Wait, you guys are leaving? I thought you guys were gonna stay the night.
It's dawn.
morning.
Yeah, it just hit morning.
Oh, I thought we were doing. Oh, I thought
No.
we were still like before
No,
they
it's
left.
day, and this is like before we travel.
Oh, okay.
You didn't
I
realize?
think-
Did you miss that part?
Yeah, I didn't know that happened. I thought we were still the day before.
That's how. That was our intro.
Yeah.
Oh.
That we were in the morning.
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled for that too, by the way.
Before we go, I want to talk to the mage and ask about how much he's making from this gentleman.
None of your damn business.
I'll flick him a golden coin.
He catches it and then looks at it.
I'm just curious. Lord
More
knows
than
we could all
this.
use a bit of extra money.
More than this. But he still tucks it away in a pocket.
Oh, I'm just, like I said, I'm entirely independent of that. I'm just asking.
The knight, meanwhile, looks to a lot of you. Shoot! And now draws ever so slightly, like about an inch out of the scabbard, his sword. Leave.
Alright. I wave bye to the horses as we head back to our caravan.
You see,
As
some
I
of
head
them,
back to
like,
my caravan.
nod their heads. The one that's eating the carrot, boy. The other one,
Boy.
good eye. See you later.
British horse.
You're welcome not to fuck off.
Finally, fuck the fuck off. No. It's at this point that your boss, Acrony, leans out of the carriage. Oi! We gonna get going sometime today.
Got it, boss.
Good. And he leans back in. Rattleghast.
Yes.
I want you to roll me a perception check, please.
Perception. Oof.
Never mind.
He's blinded by the light.
Nope, I'm just blind.
Darn
I have
cataract.
cataracts.
Actually, that
Biggins.
orc in that picture might.
Oh, he definitely.
I take
well, at
offense
least
to
one
that.
of them.
And a split skull.
Give me 1 second.
And then Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4.
Hey!
I don't think I can give him one.
I mean, time is pretty hard to grasp. Oh, it just keeps slipping through my fingers.
There we go.
I mean-
just keeps on.
Did you hear about the man that tried to catch fog?
No.
He missed.
Nice.
You know what? 1 sec. How do I phrase this? I need to make sure I phrase this correctly. I saw a dwarf descending a prison on a rainy day. Some say in the newspaper they said it was a god damn it, fuck.
Condescending.
Yeah, there you go. A condescending. Thank you.
The other one
welcome.
is a man who can't see just, got told he's going to be divorced. You might say he's blindsided.
Just anyway. So off you head for the travels for the day.
Are those cinnamon twists?
On our merry
Yes, they
way.
are.
Well, how far are we away from the horses? Did they leave, or are they still walking by?
No, you guys are kind of traveling close to them.
In a caravan.
Yeah, in a caravan.
So,
Okay.
Celine is just spending her time on top of it, adding details to that lovely portrait I made, adding this knight and mage also to the picture.
Okay.
More than one cast, and just looking at them, and every time they look her way, she scowls and then scribbles even more intensely, and then just keeps going about this.
Okay. So as you do that,
I have a plan, by the way. I'm just being catty.
okay.
Oh, Because if you don't tell me what that plan is, I was gonna do something terrible.
No, you guys are allowed to do whatever you want, but Selena's got her own thing.
Oh, okay then. So you told us about how bad the Badlands are, right?
Yes.
Would I know, or could I roll to find out during the day how bad or risky would my little Firebird be?
Roll a nature check. So
21. Oh, Brent, your camera died.
yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Not a problem.
So,
Okay, better.
as you guys, as a druid, and as someone who travels these wilds, you know that during the day, it's easier to see whatever problems may come. Being that you don't normally travel this area, you're not 100% sure how good or how bad the Fields of the Dead can be. You just know the stories. And the stories is don't do anything crazy at night. Night definitely seems to be when things are active and go cuckoo ka-choo. But other times it just is like, extra caution during the day. There are wolves, big cats, other such, predators.
Yeah.
Your Firebird, however, is recognizable at a close distance.
Oh, just close distance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
It gives off as much light as a candle. So, if it was somewhere where light wasn't supposed to be, for instance, in between horse reins or horse bridles, that might cause some suspicion.
So, if it's getting near evening, may I try to enact a plan?
Well, it's not near evening yet. It's actually about noon.
Okay.
Can I
I'll
play
wait
my
till
pan
evening.
flutes while we're on the road?
Yes, you can. Roll a performance check.
Perform. Oh,
A fairly happy little ditty. And as you
It just was something while we're like on the road.
And as you play, you collect throughout the day what is essentially 3 silvers worth of money from the others in your caravan, who are more than happy to hear some fun traveling music.
Selena
Alright, so
tried to
add
sing
3 silver?
along, but just mostly does terrible because she's so
Or
preoccupied.
do I add 30 copper?
Your choice.
Or 3 silver. She wasn't even expecting money, she just wanted to play it in.
Okay. As you guys get to stopping, or around the time you usually stop for, lunch and things of that nature, you notice that one of the horses that you saw earlier this morning isn't doing so well. However,
Did you poison the horse, Matt?
No.
the driver and the noble both seem to be more annoyed than concerned. And they park a little bit further from most of the caravan. But, Celine, you can actually still see fairly well from the top of the wagon.
Do I have to play? Okay, yeah, because Selena's... Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's it. Selena's done. We've got angry, cute girl. So she hops off the little wagon and just walks over there and stares at the knight, stares at the mage, stares at the nobility, and just glares at them as in their mild annoyance during lunch. She hasn't moved, and you're just seeing the constant scribbling of finishing details. And she just looks up at the noble and looks back at all of them. And she's like, this is the next story I'm going to tell. And she flips over the book, and it's got all the nasty details, the Lord of Jackasses. Now the knight and the mage is now whipping the noble along as well. And she just smiles and looks at them, just kind of look at us. You guys are monsters, and I was afraid of undead here.
Quick question. Where is all this happening in relation to the wagon?
About 20 yards from your wagon.
In relation to the noble's wagon?
This conversation is happening within 5 yards of the wagon.
Are they looking at the wagon?
The
Maybe
noble is glaring at the sick horse. The mage is actually looking at Celine and he's smiling at the picture. The knight is watching Celine.
But the noble hasn't turned yet?
No.
I'm gonna start sneaking over to the
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
The wagon. I don't know why I can't remember that word tonight.
I mean, I thought I was the only one drinking.
So you sneak over to the wagon as Celine is berating these three.
Yeah,
The mage actually seems to be having a grand old time.
yeah.
The fighter, or the knight, doesn't know what to do and is looking for instructions that he's not getting. And the noble has a whip in his hand, but hasn't uncoiled it or anything yet.
Yeah. Has he actually looked at the picture?
Nope.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. Is this how the most majestic handle themselves? Is all she asks the noble. And the knight, because knights are mostly noble.
The knight says nothing. The mage smirks. And now you have the noble's attention as he turns and looks at you. What? Who are you?
Who am I?
When he turns, I'm gonna try and get a closer look at the thing that's holding the horses. Like the way it's set up.
So, the way that the girths and the straps are set up is they kind of crisscross over the horse, almost like barding, but not really. And they're connected to a wooden guide. That's basically a long wooden pole between the two horses, and then right behind them. It kind of branches off like a T.
Okay.
And there's a set of reins leading from both the horses up to the seat.
Okay. I'm looking for something that I can unfasten that isn't gonna break right now, but that will, if they were to pull away, they would be free.
Roll an investigation check. Yes, there is. You see that. You see that. Oh, sorry. You do see that there is there are a few leather straps that if you were to loosen them, and the horses were really to give a tug, they would probably be free.
I'm going to attempt to loosen that.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Celine.
Mm-hmm.
The noble now approaches you, looks at your drawing, and then looks at your wagon and who you're with and the companions you have.
Mm-hmm.
And he glares at you and just says, "You won't always have backup, girl. I suggest you be wary of who you make enemies of."
I do not need backup, she says, and she gets in his face. The first time we've seen Celine actually get aggro. And points her finger, right underneath his nose. I do not care for your petty mortal matters. Do you understand? I am a starborn. I have thousands behind me. And you are but one. And she lifts up and she says, "And this story will be the story I will spread about you and all of your kin for centuries if it takes."
He kind of
Goes on, I'm going
Closes
to.
the book with a slam, and then kind of gives him a rude, almost middle finger gesture, and does just "come at me, bro" kind of expression.
As this goes on, I'm going to be touching my helmet and putting the sky rune on it.
At this point, the knight steps in and gently pushes the noble back and then looks at you. You didn't notice when he drew his sword, but it is now fully drawn and holding at his side. I suggest you leave.
It doesn't matter whether I leave or not, knight. The story still spreads. Nothing changes. I suggest you be kinder to the people beneath you. And she just looks at the book, for all of our sake.
He says nothing and is just staring at you.
Yeah. Besides, who would disgrace their family, so... And she gives it one more turn of a page and starts doing a page up for the noble. Or for the knight, I'm sorry.
As you open the book, you notice the mage has pulled out a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Madam, please, for all of our sakes, let us not have to spill blood this day.
Spill blood over an insult? Are you that petty? And she turns another page and starts doing one of the mage too. She is not backing down.
The mage kind of flicks his eyes over to the noble, but says nothing, and then flicks his eyes to the noble again and then back at you. You can tell the mage is a little reluctant to be here and doing this, but...
Oh, exactly. I'm preying upon that shit.
The noble finally turns away from you, huffs, and cracks his whip across the flank of the sick-looking horse.
Quick question. Could
Yes,
the
you
crack
all
of the
heard
whip...
that.
So the crack of the whip, that could be considered being hit by an attack roll, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to invoke the sky rune that I just put onto my helmet to cause the attack to be hit, to change to a different target creature.
Oh my god, that's actually really good.
Yeah, have fun with that, noble.
How close are you? This is my first.
You said I'd still be by the cart, so we'd be about 5 yards away.
15 feet.
You said, or 15?
Maybe even closer after I've been shouting all this time.
Yeah. So as long as it's within 30 feet of me.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. And, who's the new target?
The noble.
He
It
hit
doesn't require
himself.
anything. It's just
Evil beast.
Basically-
It does say other than the attacker.
an attacker. Okay, it's going to the knight then.
So you watch as the
'Cause-
noble lifts his whip to crack it on the horse, and as he does, he suddenly spins around as a gust of wind comes and, forcefully blows him around. He spins, and the whip lands on the back of the knight, who turns, and the noble, that was the wind, I didn't do that.
God, and now you're whipping your hound? Monstrous.
To which the mage is just smirking as he just kind of looks around and has a feeling he kind of has an idea of what happened. But you see the knight kind of ignore you, Celine, and he now goes over to the noble, and they start having a very heated discussion in hushed words. The
I'm
mage-
just gonna politely, I say politely in quotations, encourage this by throwing one-liners. We're just gonna egg on the fight.
You're just gonna be a fucking, what's it called? A heckler. You're just gonna heckle them the entire time.
Oh, not them, just the noble. I wanted to be as one-sided as possible.
My second rune slot to put the same rune onto my sword.
As this fight goes on, you hear from your carriage, "Oi! Come on! We're leaving!" As the caravan is again getting underway.
Could I do one more persuasion check for that or something? Maybe just with the final little huff as she leaves.
What do you say?
My idea is whipping the nobles, whipping the knights. And just like that little like one-liner, and then just like it's like, or no, who's the real slave here? And she just says with a grin, looking at the knight, like, yeah, you're fucking working for a jackass.
Yeah, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, where is Rattlegast? Is he like next to the cart or?
You don't know.
I walked away.
Oh, okay. I meant
He
our
is well
cart.
past
you
our
don't- yeah.
passive perception.
You don't see me.
Oh, okay. Darn.
Yeah, that old orc, he seems to be nowhere.
He is but the wind.
But the wind.
I mean,
Celine,
damn.
persuasion check. There it goes. You see, the mage is far more interested in what you had to say than the knight is, who is now shouting at the noble. And the noble, though,
Nice.
the noble is still shouting back. Yeah, that's fine. But again, the two are far more heated and having a far more interesting conversation. The mage, on the other hand, he just kind of looks at you, smiles and winks, and then walks away from the whole situation.
See, there's again, man.
You then
You'd always
notice that he quickly finds someone else in the caravan to attach himself to.
He just switched employers immediately. Oh.
But anyway, and you guys continue on your travels.
Yeah, Selena's not happy, but I'm gonna give a Crooney a little bit of role in this. She's just walking by the carriage, like muttering so many hateful things about this nobleman and what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you're just saying scribble, scribble, scribble.
Acrony leans out of his carriage. Yeah, that's the problem with nobles. They're a bunch of fancy pants, hoity-toity types that don't really care about anybody but themselves. Fucking bastards. And then they act so high and mighty just because their furs are all pretty and cured. Well, guess what? I cured them. Ha!
Yeah,
as we're all
Selene
getting,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
as we're all getting back on the way, and Serial sitting back into the driver's seat, he's going to start singing a low tune. Whip the knights and burn the nose.
I'm gonna play a ditty to go along with this on my pan flutes.
Ooh, can I add a performance check?
Can I roll a performance?
Check?
Oh, that's a 20. Not natural, but still a 20.
Can I try to sing?
Sure, roll a performance check.
That's not a good roll.
Could I throw a little guidance on Mariana, maybe?
No, because this is a group check.
Sure.
Just starting up a song about how horrible the nobles.
Darn.
Rattlewash, can you sing, darling?
It's very off-key.
It's not the worst thing that has ever been sung or played. And Rattlegast, you're kind of feel it a little bit.
I listen in, but I don't join along.
Yeah.
Ah,
However,
chicken.
if anyone had ever looked in the carriage, they'd see Thier just kind of swinging his head ever so slightly. Off tune and off tempo, but definitely enjoying the song. Acrimony, on the other hand, is like singing along with you, just like boisterous and clearly into his cups.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Singing along, whip the knights, bone the nobles, and having a great time.
Oh, I was gonna suggest Six Merry Men by the Old Whiskey Shed.
It's not terrible.
Well,
But yeah, so we're
only the
doing
chorus.
our little battle dirge all the way through then.
Our battle dirge.
As you guys make camp for the night, you look around, and you are noticeably short one wagon.
Oh no.
The noble's wagon is nowhere to be seen. Neither are his knights nor his horses. And
Yeah,
so ends
Celine-
that day.
And Celine just grins and she starts thanking the stars because that's what she does. She assumes that that's how that played out.
She assumed.
Oh, it's wrong, but that's alright. In character, that's not how that goes. And she's just telling the stars about how, through friendship and magic, they defeated tyranny. And she's showing the sky her book, her picture book, like up to the stars, and really just giving a heartfelt conversation with all these bajillion of stars above her head. And
Joel
she said,
kind of leans over to you, Serial. Is she always like that?
We all have our quirks. Whatever makes her happy and keeps her from turning on us.
He kind of nods, like, he gives you that knowing nod, like he's been in a situation where you have to entertain the crazy people so they don't kill you.
Hey, look! You just described every D&D session.
I do have Celine actually getting teared up that everything, at least in her mind, ended well.
Okay.
Like, she is bawling a little bit and then just goes back to just her little, like, stained booklet. And she scrolls over another couple pages, and she starts writing down more notes.
Nice.
And has to look up constantly to wipe her eyes so that the paper doesn't get all stained.
Rattlegast, roll me a
Yep.
perception check, please.
Perception.
So there's a bunch of carts, about 4, and they all have various merchants and what have yous. Although a couple of the bodyguard-looking types or the guard-looking types are looking over at Serial, but then they're quick to look away. But you do know that they were looking at your elf companion.
My elf companion.
Serial.
Oh, wait, are we on the same wagon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was on their wagon.
No.
No, I'm actually the one that's driving our wagon.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Alright, I was totally lost, man.
Autopilot
I was
doesn't
so
exist yet.
confused.
I thought he
Alright.
was on a different wagon from how you were describing it.
So you're
Yeah, I
making
was-
camp
okay.
right now.
So me and you are guards for the bird keeper.
No. Serial is on a different wagon, but your bird keeper and Acrony have struck up a friendship, and you're able to keep relatively close eye on them.
Okay.
And they're kind of your companions because you have spent pretty much every day of this caravan so far, like right next to each other.
Yeah.
I've drawn
Okay.
a picture of you.
I've drawn a picture of you.
And yes, the old orc is definitely
Yeah.
guarding
Whoa.
a.
The hell?
Did your light
Hold
burn out?
I don't know what just happened.
A tiefling came by and looked at you and was like, "Darkness."
Now
Hang
the
on.
door slam shuts behind you.
And Rattlegast is guarding a bird keeper individual. Your new place is haunted, David. Get out while you can.
Spooky, kooky skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Tricking souls. But yeah, so this bird keeper is fairly close. Acrony and the bird keeper actually struck up somewhat of a amenable friendship, or it rekindled a pre-existing one. They seem to know each other, and your two carts have been like either like front and back, or side to side, or for most
Basically, we've been next to each other about the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But yes, Rattlegas is a bodyguard for this bird keeper.
There it goes. Oh, looks like it's used. There we go.
You tripped a breaker?
Yeah, he tripped a breaker.
I think my AC flipped a breaker.
Ooh.
Oh, you're blaming the AC. We were all blaming you.
But that's still not good if your AC can trip its own breaker.
Well, yeah, I think that's a light breaker to have an AC on, but
Your AC be tripping, yo.
It's a real lightweight.
I'm so sorry.
don't be sorry. That was beautiful.
Oh, Jesus.
It pains Brent, so it makes me happy.
Hey, we agree on that entirely.
I still want to go out.
That's my own brother.
Those
That's
kind of
my own brother talking.
That's how,
If you're not
that's how
giving the
good brothers
DM a
are.
hard time, like what's life?
Anyway.
I'm not giving the DM.
Anyway,
hard
sorry,
time.
what did I miss?
Not wearing a tight enough
just,
skirt.
just that, you notice that a couple of these members of this caravan are definitely looking at Acrony and his folk, and Serial specifically.
Okay.
Maybe because he's the easiest to recognize or see, or maybe it's because he stands out the most or the least. Because in this party, he definitely stands out the least.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I'm sitting there talking to the stars in the middle of the night with my legs over the side of the caravan kicking, yeah, Serial stands out for different reasons.
So the guys that I
rather-
noticed. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, you're good. You go first.
The guys that I noticed were looking at Serial. Are they from one group?
So, in this group, there's a large caravan of about 4 wagons.
Okay.
They're by far the largest group, and there's over about a dozen of them, guarding, driving, and basically hanging onto these wagons as you travel. They make up about, I want to say, almost 40 to 50% of this particular caravan.
Okay.
Just in the amount of people.
And
And when I say caravan, I'm only counting the merchants, the nobles who are traveling, or people with armed escorts. The common folk who are trailing behind you, just to kind of trail behind you, they're whatever.
Okay.
But of the people with an actual business caravan or business reason, these guys are the largest.
Okay.
By
And
far.
I saw all of their guards were looking
A couple.
when I noticed
You
them
see
turn
a
away.
couple of them look, and
Okay.
the only reason you really notice is because one of them was stupid and pointed, like an idiot.
Do I notice any similarity between the ones that I've seen looking? Anything
Notice
that
they're all
catches
dressed
my eye?
similarly.
Okay.
They definitely have a uniform of some description. Other than that,
Any symbol?
No.
Yeah.
Just general armor that all looks to be about the same quality. They have a variety of same weapons. They all wear the same color cloak though, and it's a deep, almost burgundy red. And under that, they're wearing black leathers or black cloth.
Okay.
But you do notice that because you're apart from the group a little bit because of your current employer. But that's just something you notice.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Into a better mood. Serial is going to be humming this entire time as well.
Okay.
Nice. I'm not really gonna try and go over there or anything, but I want to try and like focus on them until we stop to see if I can overhear any conversation.
You did stop.
Okay, we're
This is
stopped?
yeah, this is as you're as you're setting up camp for the night.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then I'm just gonna continue about setting up then.
Okay. You and your employer, who is what is his fucking name?
Oh, the Birdman. That is it Atkins?
No, it's
No.
starts with an O. It's Oyen.
Oyen. Yeah.
Oyen Evenmore. Independent wagon master
Even more.
hauling exotic birds to the lucrative markets in Waterdeep. He is stubborn, argumentative man with strong opinions about almost everything, but he is generous when it comes to pouring drinks for those who will sit and argue with him endlessly.
Oh, see, that's why. Okay, I see why.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So, as camp breaks down for the night, that is kind of what you see. Are you guys still taking watches on your particular small caravan?
Yeah.
Who's taking first?
I might have to roll exhaustion because I'm kind of just staying up talking to the stars. So
Roll me a Constitution save.
yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that. Can I at least throw a guidance on it though?
Does guidance work for saves?
I
No.
believe it does, but let me double check.
I know
It
it
might
works
be
for ability
checked.
checks, but I don't know if it works for saves.
Yeah, that's why I gotta double check. I don't actually. I think you're right. It doesn't, but I'm just gonna double
I
check.
think that's what's called resistance, because I know that there is a cantrip that does it.
I actually do know that. I think.
Yes,
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it is resistance.
that's what I thought. So, no, you can't!
If I know and have resistance, could I use that?
Do you have resistance?
I think I do because I'm that kind of mage. Yes, I do. I actually know it and have it equipped.
Then yes, you may.
So, okay, let me make my con check, and then I'll throw that 1d4, I believe. Con. There it is. Okay, and then throw the spell. Figuring out how this works. Okay, it's a 1d4.
Yep.
Add that to your saving throws, like make a little marker for it.
So it's 16.
Okay. You do manage to resist exhaustion as you're staying up most of the night talking to the stars. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Roll me a perception check, would you please?
Sure thing. Because I'm going to be useless once it gets dark.
You're not useless. You're a valued member of the team, and we all love you.
And I failed.
God damn it, Matt.
I'm a useless wreck. I just got a song stuck in my head.
You know it, yeah. Whip the knights, prone the nose. As you're sitting there keeping watch and Celine is monologuing at the sky, which is the only way I can describe that with any accuracy.
That's pretty much correct. She's described our whole adventure again.
Yep.
Again.
But it's from her point of view, which is very, very wrong. This really, really nice guy.
Pardon. Ugh. You guys are able to travel along just fine. You do
Are we resting for the
you do
night?
notice that it's a little colder, and you do hear the howling of wolves and the other night sounds. And it is foggy. There's a fog that has started to roll in. But, other than that, pretty uneventful.
We don't have any fires going tonight, do we?
No, we can't have fires.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were told that putting fires out, or putting fires on around this time was a bad idea.
Needing to least sleep, I'll take the second watch through and then through the night.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Doesn't cereal count for 2 watches?
Yes, he does. That's why he said he's taking watch the rest of the night.
Do I still
I missed
roll
that part.
exhaustion, or is that good for the night?
If you're staying up all night, you'll have to roll again.
Okay, I'll roll again, because, yeah, Celine is having a very intimate conversation.
What the fuck?
Avid conversation with this guy.
That is her character, so I have to do dumb things, because that's
But 18
actually
on
role-playing
perception.
a cleric. Oh, that's not good.
Hi.
Roll 1d4, maybe I'll get another 4 and maybe it'll be better. It's a 3, 7.
You fail. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof.
The talking is getting way more tired.
Yeah, well.
Check
You
one
do
more.
notice. You do notice Celine is definitely. And just kind of
This is the way I'm gonna roleplay it.
do it.
And that mean noble, he got what was coming to him. And Ciriella and Rattlegas and everybody is just such nice friends. And I'm happy to have friends now.
Aww.
Love how I'm not mentioned.
No, you're not actually, because, well, she still holds a grudge.
Damn. Okay.
Woo!
Fair
I
enough.
haven't
Hey,
forgiven
yeah.
you yet for your sassy comment.
Did you?
Fair
Wait,
enough.
there was a sassy comment and I missed it? What
I
is
told-
wrong with me?
So
I-
Matt misinterpreted that I was a bard because the way I roleplay her. And he made a sassy comment to her, and she hasn't forgiven him.
I was trying to see if she could teach me how,
To
To
vicious.
do
Vicious mockery works.
mockery.
and I used vicious mockery on her without being a bard. My insult was apt.
Yeah, so you just straight up insulted her.
It's not
Oh.
even the fact that you tried to insult her. It's the fact that you were malevolent enough to even attempt to be mean to another creature.
Are you serious?
Yes.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. And you're not
Yes.
really fine, but you just can't get into it because you've never understood.
Fucking David with your fucking soundboard.
That's about right.
You have the
That's
soundboard?
That's about how he feels right now.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead,
so
David,
she's
show them the myriad of other sounds you have on the soundboard.
Oh, I have lots. I have hang on.
You've got one. I know you have at least one.
Yep, I know I do. I can't remember where I put it though.
Oh, thank
True.
God.
Wait, play that again. Yeah, I know, sure thing, boss. Because guess what? I fucking told you to do it.
That was a soundboard?
Yes, it was!
True. 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 True.
He clicked back for the soundboard, that's amazing!
That's great.
Yeah, I do love doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
but
Hey,
yeah,
look, something else you can flip later.
but yeah, that's what Celine is doing at this point. Is just trailing off. Her head has hit the book twice, where she's just kind of fallen into it, and then she wakes up and continues her conversation as the sky starts to lighten up.
So, the next day happens. I want Matt to roll me a d20.
I shall roll a d20 of death. Everyone hold on to your pants.
I'm guessing I'm taking a cat nap because she is out.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. So, as you guys are traveling early in the morning,
Rising to the sun. Got
Can I play my pan flute some more?
yes, you can play your pan flute, Peter fucking Pan.
I have a drum if you'd prefer.
Actually, I kind of would. I am a better drummer than a flute player, sadly.
Should I roll a performance check or just no?
Sure, roll a performance check. Matt, I want you to go ahead and roll me a d12.
A d12?
No, it's not the best.
Yeah.
It's morning. It's morning tunes.
2.
You're barely getting a marching order. Roll again.
Another d12?
Me?
Matt.
Okay, so I have to call some bullshit. On the 3D dice roller, it is not landed on a flat side. It is at an angle between 5 and 9. It's
Okay,
perfectly
so
looking straight
in
at me.
craps, we call that a 9, and we tell you to suck it up, bitch.
Okay. I'm just letting you know it's weird, and I've never seen it do that.
It is also in beta.
Bit, so or the field, so the 9 would be great.
So as you guys travel along, this particular day is miserable. It is miserable. It is wet. It is horrible. Sucks.
Good thing I'm napping.
Oh, it's still cold, and it's still and the freezing rain that has started to fall comes in at an angle, so it like hits inside of your tent flaps.
Could I ask a question? If I doubled up on my clothing and my camp gear, would I be fine? Because I may have. Let me double check my gear, but weavers. I do actually have an extra set of clothing. Backpack. Hold on, I'm double checking my stuff. And I made a tent, even though it's not on my list. So yeah, it's just that. Oh no, travelers and nope, it's just travelers. Never mind. Never mind.
As the new day is going, I'm
So
putting
yeah,
the
she just
fire room.
puts on her little holy vestments over the top of that.
Yeah.
I'm putting a fire rune on my cloak and the sky rune on my sword, just to be safe.
I don't know what's going on, because I just woke up and I wanted to tend to my garden. On the cart.
I mean, it's wet, so your garden's already good. Been watered.
Are we walking now? Are we moving?
Yeah, you're moving.
And is the sun visible?
No.
The sun's not visible. Is it overcast or?
There's storm clouds in the sky, so it's
Storm
pretty
cloud.
dark, all things considering.
Okay, so there's no rays of sunlight or anything like that.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have a blanket. Okay, there we go. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm that person.
As we're moving, I'm gonna try and keep my focus on the guys that were looking over at the other cart.
All right.
Just see
roll
if
me a
I can.
perception check.
Okay.
So you guys spend probably the next good, for sake of brevity, you're going to spend the next probably 3 to 4 days traveling. Doing various activities, camping, you know, getting things ready.
The hobo life.
Yep. And it's definitely a life of travel. Thankfully, though, nothing goes wrong. Nothing goes super crazy. As you are about to leave the Fields of the Dead, you come across a road that leads up the road's called the Coastway, but it leads up into the Troll Claws Mountains. Thankfully, you're exiting the Fields of the Dead. Thank God.
Okay.
Everything's starting to relax slightly. However, as you are heading there, you do see that there's an inn.
Going in. Okay.
As you guys...
Alright.
Nice. As you guys make for it, though, you do notice that it is doing a lively trade. It is called the Last Claw Inn. You imagine it's because it's next to the Troll Claws Mountains. They thought it was clever. You do remember passing an inn on your way out of Baldur's Gate called the Last Chance Inn. You wonder if maybe the two owners are related. But as you guys are
We start clawed our way here. Maybe there's a chance we'll stay.
Well, it is somewhere warm and not wet and soggy.
you do see that sorry, you do see that there are horses and stables aplenty. The stables actually look rather empty, all things considered, except for 3 horses. The rest seem to be hitched outside, and this rain and this storm has persisted for most of these days. It is miserable. This is probably these worst traveling days you've had. In fact, you've actually taken to sleeping under the carts just to avoid being rained on. As you all gather and make your way into the inn, the common room is delightfully warm and comfortable. And there's some, you know, it's a nice place to be in. It kind of is. Let me make sure. Going for fantasy and sorry, I like to have the ambiance because Roll20 gives it to me, and so I take full advantage.
It's not playing on mine for whatever reason.
The carriage journey is fairly quiet. In fact, I'm actually going to turn that one off.
Oh, never mind. It's playing through my TV.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, I'm going to ask a Kearney if we can stay, obviously.
Oh, yeah. He goes in. Oh, finally. Somewhere warm to sleep. Come. I promise you all your room and board, and I am a man of my word. And he slaps his chest. And then he goes over to Oyen. Come, my little friend. And he slaps his back, like, hard, like, poof. And Oyen is not the largest of fellas.
Oh, Lord.
He is a human, but he's not very tall. He's about Eric's height.
Hi.
So, tiny, got it.
Yeah.
He counts
Savage.
as a small creature. Anyway, slaps him on the back. Come, my friend, let us stay in this fine inn. And he waddles up to the door because he's fucking huge. And Celine, you notice he takes one of your napkins that you gave him, wipes his face off. Kinda. Really, he's smearing grease and oil on his face because.
Between the water and the rain and everything, he's trying. I gotta give people credit for trying.
And
I guess you can count it as a shower for the year.
Yeah. He slicks his hair back with it, stuffs it in a pocket, and then boom, enters. Ah! And as you all follow in, Rattlegas, I assume you're following after Oyen?
Yep. Yeah. Following. Keeping pace with Oyen.
As you guys head inside, you guys head inside to the stables, or sorry, to the inn, and it's warm. It's comfortable. There's a bard or two playing some music. You do notice that the inn is doing fairly brisk trade. You only really see one group of people. There's lots of solo travelers. Well, a couple. But there's only one group, and it's an aristocratic-looking fellow, and three members of his entourage. And as Acrony approaches the innkeeper, innkeep, I would like rooms for myself and my hired guards and my friend here and his guard. We require rooms. We've been on the road for too long. And you see the innkeeper. I'm very sorry, but all the private rooms are taken, and the common room is reserved for a private party. I'm so sorry. And again, that's odd, because sure there's some business here, but all of the private rooms are gone, and the common rooms are being reserved for a party, and you've only seen one. I don't know.
Yeah, Celine, wet and cold, is gonna... I'm gonna work my magic on the, on the
Seems to
owner.
be far fewer animals than there would be rooms establishment, like...
Celine is gonna hug him. He's getting hugged.
I'm gonna do insight.
Go ahead. Roll it. And, Celine, as you go to hug him, there is a counter between the two of you.
Oh, that doesn't stop me. That's a lean over the counter.
As you lean over, though, he, steps back.
Aww.
I'm very sorry, but, you can enjoy the...
Aww. So, as he steps back, she just offers her hand instead.
He shakes it, kind of like a fish. It's like a wet fish handshake. You know, the kind you were told never to give.
Yeah, and she grabs the hand, though, between both of her mitts, and just gives him the most charming, winning smile. We're just really wet and cold, and I just want to be warm now. And I haven't seen the sky in days. And I really, 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 really like the sky.
Yeah, sorry. Acrony.
And you...
Well, that's fine. The stables, then. We can sleep in the stables. It's all right. To which, one of the noble-ish-looking persons pipes up. Our horses are rather picky about who they share space with. We had to reserve all of it too, for their sake. You understand, I'm sure. And at that, all the other three have a good chuckle.
You can't spare a single place for any of us? And she kisses the hand that she still has in between her paws. And just looks up at him, wet, miserable, cold, and just wanting to be the bestest of friends.
He kind of glances over at the group. To which the group goes, No, you'll be fine outside. Sleep tight. It's a pleasant evening outside.
No, I haven't seen the sky, and that is a big deal. And then she goes back to the button. Besides, you don't run the place. This young gentleman. Kiss.
Yes, Serial?
At this, Serial will be leaning across the bar and saying in a hushed tone, "You seem awfully jittery, like one who has been threatened. Is there something wrong?"
At this point, you do notice that Oyen has gone over to the table. Rattlegast, you know Oyen's temperament. This is probably not a good idea. But he goes over the table. Now listen here, gents. What do you four need with so many stable rooms? Or so many rooms? There can't be more than 4 people in here. And the one who seems to be the leader just looks down. We are reserving the rooms because we can. And our business is our own. I suggest you mind yours. Now look here, we've been traveling for a long time and we just want a simple room. Why do you have to go and bogart all of them? Because we can. Now that ain't no good reason for nothing. Do any of you try to stop this situation, or are you just watching?
Oh God, no!
Oh no, I'm watching.
Encourage it.
I'm giving a thumbs up.
Well, very politely.
Sorry, everyone froze a second for me. What happened?
Oyen, the bird keeper and the argumentative jerk, is now approaching these 4 nobles, dignitary-looking guys who have basically reserved the inn.
The entire inn for themselves, yeah.
And the stables for the horses.
What's the room that we're in like? Is this like a big foyer? Like, is there like
room?
Like an inn?
Is there a bar here?
Yes.
Okay.
The innkeep is standing behind it.
I'm gonna ask the innkeep a very important question while I still have his hand.
Okay.
Which is, you wouldn't mind us just taking a cat nap in here?
Sure, we reserved it for somebody, but
I don't know. I don't think you'll just move us along, because you seem like the friendly and most helpful of sorts that I've ever met.
And she scribbles something, and it's a rough sketching of him being very handy and very kind to us.
Ariel's just trying to find out how he's been threatened / paid off at this point.
I don't care if he's paid off. He's gonna be friendly and helpful and help us.
So
we're all friends.
Is there a fireplace here as well?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I walk up behind Oyen, and just kind of hunch over and say, Oyen, friend, come, let's go to the bar. I'll get you a drink. I owe you one for the owl incident. Let's leave these men to their squabbles. We'll figure something out. Don't you worry.
But these, he comes with you, but the whole time, these lummoxes, they took all the rooms.
I know. Oh, yes, terrible. Terrible, I know.
And the stables, what does he mean their horses need the space?
Oh, absolute waste, the lot of them. Oh, my goodness.
Horses!
The horses,
You see,
and then I wave. I'm like ushering him to the bar and waving to the barkeep as I quick, please, quick.
You notice that the innkeeper disentangles himself from you, Celine. He's very good at it. Excuse me, and he rushes over to pour Rattlegast and his employer a drink, whereas Arcany just kind of looks at the 4 and then grumbles and storms out. And as he leaves, the 4 of them, oh, have a good night, pleasant stay.
Oh, no.
Enjoy the rain.
No. This offends every sense of justice I have, so this is gonna be a mess. No, okay, Celine taking her book, slamming it, and then looking darkly at the floor, and then you just see open back up, scribble, 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 as I'm gonna follow Acne out.
Okay, and Mariana, Serial, and Wolfenite, what are you three doing in the meantime?
You know
actually,
what?
Hold on. As you storm out, Celine, as you storm out, Celine, one of them just calls out, "Hope you can enjoy the cold."
Oh, I enjoy the cold. You have no idea. You have no idea. I just scribble. She's gone mad. Just this, wide-eyed, the stars. You have no idea what I'm gonna tell them about you. And then just kind of continues out after her, Kearney.
They wave goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Pleasant evening.
Goodbye, lady.
Yeah.
Goodbye, crazy lady.
Loon, though, the hummingbird has done nothing but tip over their drinks every time there's one poured. It's just this hummingbird comes by and tips it over and just kind of looks at them questioningly, and then just like every time they like try to deal with him, he just kind of flies off for a little bit, lets them get their drink, sip it a little bit, and then just knocks it over later.
Passive aggressiveness.
And just
and Rattlegast, as you're being served at the bar, the innkeep seems to relax a bit now that the awkwardness of his predicament has gone away.
awkward, we were friends.
He he's just trying to make money.
It-
They probably paid well.
Innkeeper, a good friend. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Simon.
Oh, Simon, good to meet you. I'm Rattlegast.
Yeah.
This is my compatriot Oyen. It's great to meet you.
You see, Oyen is just like chugging right now because he's so angry. Pleasure, I guess.
Best pour another early for my friend.
He goes over to a keg.
God, this makes me want to drink.
When did the royals get here to establish their stay?
Oh, earlier this afternoon-ish.
Oh.
We booked up most of the inn that wasn't already sold, and they reserved the common room and the stables. They even paid me to. I had to find a lean-to and.
Oh, that sounds like quite the pain. Quite troublesome customers now.
He looks at them and doesn't say anything as he just pours you another drink and hands it to you.
Oh, I feel for you, the working man. Yes, always scraping by for a living. I too have lived this life.
They paid well. I mean, it's just.
Money keeps everything moving.
There hasn't been a lot of business lately. Rumors of hobgoblins on the other side of the claws, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Do you think royals can defend themselves well?
Well, he kind of looks over at them and he leans in. They're carrying swords and they have armor on.
Oh, my young friend, you know so little about the world.
Look, I'm just the son of an innkeeper. I don't know what else there is, really.
Rattlegast looks over at them and just kind of takes a minute and then looks back. They wouldn't stand a chance against a single hobgoblin. A lot of them.
Out of curiosity, Cyril's going to look over and try to look at their hands, how well worn they are, how used to battle they are.
Investigation check with advantage. So, if these guys are nobles, you'll eat your hat. Because there's no way you have battle scars or well-battled knuckles being a noble. That's not how that works. That's not ever how that works.
Do they have battle scars?
Not any scars on their faces, but their hands are not nobles' hands. Their hands are the hands of people who have swung swords, worked plows, or done hard work at something. If they're nobles, you're a fucking pigeon.
After noticing that, Cyril will turn his attention more fully to the bar and wave over the innkeeper.
And he comes over. Yeah, can I get you anything? Sorry, you can't stay for too long.
Take a large drink, and as he's saying that, he'll lower his voice. And if you are being threatened, my company can offer its services free of charge. And he'll say this, putting a small satchel of 100 gold coins out on the counter for him.
He looks at it. It's not that I'm being threatened, it's just they paid really well. Yeah, they suck, but, I don't make a lot of money, and they paid well. Although they did chase off a couple of the other patrons. He says, kind of looking down, like really distraught.
Well, you chase off your patrons, they'll chase off more, and you will lose money. I'm sure my group could aid you in some way.
If I could keep their money, I wouldn't mind them leaving. He says a little desperately as he just goes back to. He places a large drink in front of you and scurries off.
Cereal will smile and start drinking.
As they're sitting there, they look at you, Rattlegast. Hey, old fogey! Hurry up! Get out! You know, this is a private party and you're kind of bringing down the mood.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't finished my drink, good sir. Oh, these old bones, you know, they don't move like they used to.
Yeah, well, thankfully you got the warm night ahead of you.
Yes, yes. You can try to remove me, though, if you'd like.
They just kind of wave you off.
Oh, I thought not. No.
How would it look, us young strapping men beating up an old cripple?
Oh,
I
yes,
wish you'll hear Cereal laughing. It would be quite funny to see you having your rear end handed to you by an old gentleman.
Yeah, well,
such.
At least we get to sleep in the warmth, unlike the dogs outside.
Such faith.
They all seem to kind of ignore you for the most part. Although every once in a while they look out the window and they like start having a chuckle at themselves of all the other members of the caravan who are just kind of stranded outside.
I have a question.
You have an answer.
Even with the circumstances, could I join the band and use my popular demand?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder. I'm gonna join the band.
Okay. And it's a very small band. It's like 2 of them.
What instruments are they playing?
One's playing a set of pipes. The other is playing a lute.
I'll join in with a drum. My tambourine specifically. Roll a performance check or roll a drum check?
Ooh, you can roll a drum check. Acrony just kind of looks at you, Celine, as you two are outside, and he's just, they don't need all that room, and they know it. You don't
No.
have to be mean about it. After all, we can all drink and we can all have fun together, and besides,
It's not the best roll.
it's not like we're unwelcome or unwanted. I mean, look at me. I do well for myself. All these
That
damn
you do.
fools.
She gives a mischievous nod. How about we just take it? She says, just kind of with a little bit of gumption. And she looks at him. You see, with the sky all clouded, the stars aren't watching me right now.
He laughs and reaches around you, pulling you in. A little handsier than you'd appreciate. But it doesn't seem to be malicious intent, just big oafish paws. And he's, you're such a little sweet firecracker. No. We can't do that. We must be gentlemen and scholars. And he starts laughing. He can't keep it up. Fearhay, on the other hand, is just looking at this situation. You can see him. If looks could kill, he'd have burned down this entire inn by now. He's just glaring at it.
I think if he was here, he would have.
And you can see that he's glaring in particular at the nobles who keep looking out the window and waving. Kind of like those kids
the nobles
in
not...
the better car, and they're just kind of waving at the people in lesser cars. Kind of like assholes.
Are the nobles at a table together? Mm-hmm. And there's how many of them? 4 of them. Okay. What was the one who said... He said something to Celine. Do I know which one it is?
Yeah, it's he's the closer to you. But he's on the right side of the table, facing kind of the door. And he just said, enjoy the cold.
So I'm gonna pick up my drink, say, I think I'll finish this outside. And then as I'm walking out, pretend to trip and spill it on that nobleman. And in the confusion and in falling down, I'm going to try and reach around into his pockets and see if I can find a key or something with my hands.
Roll a deception check, followed by a sleight of hand check.
Oof.
Oof,
Well,
indeed.
not bad on the sleight of hand.
So,
Yeah.
he doesn't believe for a second that you tripped. Although
Yep.
as you fake pat him, to try and, oh, I'm so sorry. As you do that nonsense, he gets up, and he's going to take a swing at you.
Like his fist?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You clumsy old green-skinned bastard! You do, however, walk away with his coin purse.
Neat.
He is in fact swinging at Rattlegas.
So,
Yes, he
yeah.
is. And he swings with a 6. He doesn't hit you.
Damn it.
Whoa!
So I duck out of the way. Can I try and grab his wrist?
Yes, that is a athletics check versus his athletics.
I hope your friends get hit so you can redirect the
Oh,
attack.
jeez, I'm terrible at athletics.
No, so you reach out and try and grab him, and he just wrenches your hand off. And now he grabs for a sword, and he pulls out his short sword, and now the music has stopped.
Oh, and I've convinced the Crony to take over the end? Can we make that happen now?
You haven't convinced him to take over the end.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure. And he, looks at you. You better get out of here before I give you what for!
No, stop here, stop here. I've done nothing to us. I've tripped. You rude man. I've done nothing wrong. Why are you being so aggressive?
I don't believe for a second that you tripped!
What are you talking about? I'm an old man. I can't stay sure on my feet.
You're not a man, you're an orc and a monster!
Oh, you're just being cruel and rude now. Is this any way for a patron to act? You're disturbing the guests and ruining the ambiance. How dare you?
You see at this point, tankard come flying, and you watch as Oyen has his hand out. No tankard in it anymore. It flies way short, though. It doesn't get anywhere near. But it does splatter all 4 of them with booze. Hey! That's my orc, you bastards! And he reaches... He doesn't have a sword, though. So he... Damn it! I would like... And this guy now is had enough. I'd like you to roll initiative, Rattlegast.
Can I roll initiative too?
Yes, anyone who wants to join in this can join.
How do I click my character?
So for this one,
Basically, we're gonna roll initiative, and he's gonna add it.
I'm gonna put in a blank battle map. I'm gonna.
Okay, that works.
The blank battle map here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I put down my token on the...
That's okay. I'm gonna clear.
Oh, hi, Darmy. Bye, Darmy.
Darmy existed, but then was immediately destroyed.
Immediately.
Right. Immediately.
So.
Sorry, what?
And then
It's been too long. How do I add my token again?
you're gonna go to the journal, and you're gonna click on your name, and you're gonna drag it over. Rattlegast, I did you the favor of putting you out there because
Where is the exit to the tavern?
the exit will be about here, where that square is.
And then where would the other bards be?
They are in this area.
And where is the bar itself?
The bar itself is about here. And then, Celine, I'm gonna put you out just to get you and Fear
Sure.
outside. Because you're gonna hear this. Except for the fact that I don't want to put you guys on the map. I want to... Token layer. Token.
Hoboken.
Hoboken? Why are we going to Hoboken? I mean, yeah, the cake...
Nice on the initiative roll there, Mason!
Pretty savage.
Doesn't this happen every time I come out?
You've had some pretty good initiative rolls, but you do get a +4, so.
I think it's +3.
Oh, +3?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Where would I be? I'm not quite sure.
Well,
Wherever you want to be if you're in the bar.
Where's in the bar?
Anywhere that's above the square.
Oh, I'd be by the door then, because I'm still tempted to go outside. But I'll roll initiative, because why not?
Oh, yeah, now your party's in trouble. What, you're not
I
gonna
suck.
help your friends?
When one gets attacked, we all roll for initiative.
I mean, that's
I only
an
told
optional
Rattlegas
choice.
to roll for initiative. The rest of y'all chose to roll for initiative.
Here's how I'm looking at it.
I mean,
I already wanted to remove them. All the barkeep asked was that he somehow be able to keep the money.
Oh, by the way, yes, Oyen is in here. I do have tokens for all of the travelers that are with you.
Excellent.
Descending. Bada bing. And, music maestro!
I guess I should probably roll, too. I didn't even think of
roll
it.
a perception check first.
Okay. I will do that right now. Right meow. Right meow.
Oyen, fine. Let's see. Do you actually have an attack? Ah! He
Do you have a
does!
stat block? And that's a 22 on the perception
I
check.
have a stat block for Oyen. His hit points are 4. His armor class is 10. He has a +0 in everything. He has a passive perception of 10, and he has a club.
Good for Oyen.
He has a stick.
I think Oyen's gonna die.
You definitely hear the commotion now.
Alright, so...
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Meow initiative. Oh, 14 ain't bad. It's below everybody else.
Except Oyen, who's a 2. And Mariana, who's a 13. And Wolfenite, who's a 5, because can't roll fucking initiative.
I
I have
cannot.
a feeling I'm healing someone this next round.
Anyway, so top of the round, Cereal. You are first on the action block, my friend.
Okay. So, seeing these,
Oh,
gentlemen.
one favor, Brent. One favor. I do actually need one more marker for Saloon, who is actually in the bar.
Oh, yes. Give me a second.
I just remembered there may actually be something I can do here. And let me roll his initiative.
Go ahead.
Because I don't think he shares mine.
Also, are we going with the usual every square is 5 feet, or?
Yes, every square is 5 feet.
Whatever his initiative just rolled. Oh, only 3? Okay, he's going last.
Oh, he's going before Oyen.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. So, as this happens, Cyril will be turning to drawing his long sword in one hand and a hand crossbow in the other.
Yep.
He will dash 30 and then over 5. Well, not dash, but run.
You do hear
And-
the barkeeper shout out, "No killing in this inn!"
First said I would kill them outright. And as I get to there, I will swing my sword handed with the flat end towards this gentleman's face.
Alright. A 13 will not hit.
Okay, and then following that, using crossbow expert, I will go ahead and attack him, aiming for his
For his what now?
thigh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
I'm basically going to keep him from moving. Pin his leg to the chair if I can.
23 definitely hits.
Are all the other nobles still sitting?
They're getting ready to get up. They haven't gotten up yet.
Okay.
So the one by you is already standing, and the one
And he
that
has
I
his
have just
sword
gone
drawn.
to assault has missed a blade and then got shot with a crossbow bolt.
Yep.
I take care of my own, goddammit. That's about all I can really do this round. At least I want to do.
Alright, and, okay, so that's Cereal. This guy is going to get up, and he's going to draw a longsword that was resting against the table. And he's going to walk around and over. And he's going to take 2 swipes at you with his longsword in both hands. Clearly, he didn't hear the no killing. 15 does not hit you.
Nope.
And a 10 will not hit you.
Nope.
So he gets up and he...
Ting ting.
Rattle gas.
So I don't know if this can work, but what I'd like to do is I would like to disengage and move into this guy's blind spot, and then hit him with an open hand slap to the face. Can I do that if I'm in his blind spot? Can that be considered attacking a surprise target?
Or advantage.
So, thankfully you don't have to disengage, because you're only engaged with him, and moving around a target will not trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, it won't count as he's surprised, but you can slap the shit out of him.
Okay. Well, I
That
am
would
going
be an
to.
unarmed attack. If you don't have that as an actual attack, it's just a strength check.
Yeah, I don't have it set up, so
It's a strength check.
maybe it was strength.
4 will not hit him. So you slap.
Dang it. How dare you attack an old man! You deviant! Ow, my hand!
By the way, those of you who do not have your experience points set it to 3,000. Because this is an experience points game.
Wait, 3,000? Last time I was on, I was at 4460.
I said
Yeah,
those
same.
of you who do not have it set it at 3,000.
Nee.
I have no clue where to put that, so I just put it somewhere and we'll figure it out.
On the very front of your page, at the top right, there's a place that says experience points.
Just underneath the background.
You already have it. Oh, no, wait. That's wrong character. So on your character sheet, the very common page, up at the top.
Oh, I had I had advantage on that.
Oh, I see it. There it is.
Okay.
Got it.
Roll it again. Why do you have advantage on that?
Because of a class feature.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah. So 13 still won't hit him.
Yeah.
How dare you attack an old man? Bong! Ah! And this one's gonna get up and he's gonna pull out a heavy crossbow and he's gonna shoot you. David.
Cool.
Does a 19 hit you?
Sure does.
You're gonna take 9 piercing.
Ow.
Hold up, 1 sec. Before he takes that, the rune on my sword will glow and invoke sky.
Okay. Who is he targeting?
Serial
The
pinged.
one, yeah, the one that is
Oh, the one that's right
In
here.
melee.
causing our friend issues.
Nice. You have dark vision, don't you, David?
I do.
60 feet.
Yep.
Yes, is the question. Is the answer. There you go.
Oh.
I put your bar and stuff on your character. Well, a 19 will hit, so he will take 9 piercing. Ah! You bastard! Sorry! He's kind of swaying on his feet a little bit. And this one, the one you came and attacked, is going to draw his short and long sword. 13 will not hit you, but a 24 will. You take 8 piercing damage there, Serial. As you get stabbed with the short sword. And these guys know how to fight, apparently. Celine, you hear a loud commotion from inside the bar, and I think Saloon can actually talk to you. Like telepathically.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I can see through his sights as an action, but
You do hear
No,
a
you
loud
can communicate telepathically.
can you? I mean,
Yeah, if you're a warlock.
oh no, but that's the pack of the chain feature.
Oh yeah, did you? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
technically home.
Okay, so but yeah, you can hear the loud commotion.
So, and for kind of funny, but 1, 2, 3. That's 30. As dumb as this sounds, I don't actually need to. Hold on, I have to check something here. Just a weird rule.
You can cast spells through your familiar.
I know. The question is, do I need line of sight? Do I have to actually go through all the senses of the familiar to do it? That's the weird one.
Probably, because normally...
I would think so, but there's a lot of weird times where that's actually not the case. Because Find Familiar is weird. As an action, I can see through it. As an action, you can typically... Finally, you can cast a spell with a range of touch. No, I actually don't. Finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had been cast by it. It doesn't say anything about me needing to see anything, though the spell might.
Although the spell is touched.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's actually a trick to that, but... no, that's just way too much metagaming, even though it does technically work. I don't like that. Technically, you can hold your action and cast a spell with your familiar while not seeing it.
If you dropped the crossbow and grabbed your shield, it would be a bonus action.
So I'm just gonna actually use dash on her. So,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and that puts me in the room.
You can get one more.
Yeah, we'll go and do one. No, actually, I don't need to be that much closer.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Mariana,
Alright.
your friends are being attacked.
I noticed. So,
The attack. You need to protect.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, can I
So-
actually move that one last spot? Sorry.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on, let me lock myself into a point so it
Yeah.
proper measurement.
Might be-
I'm gonna move to here. Throw a javelin at this one.
At what one?
This one.
Okay.
Throw The one right in front of Cereal.
Right. Go ahead.
A 12 does not hit, correct?
12 will not hit. No.
As a bonus action, I'm going to draw my shield and war pick.
Okay. Isn't a war pick a two-handed weapon?
No, it's a one-handed.
Oh, okay.
It only does a D8.
Ah. Okay. So that's your bonus action and your action. So this guy is gonna turn around to Rattlegast with his short sword in hand. You old bastard! An 11.
It does not hit.
And a 17.
That hits.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Oops. Oh, you fiend!
You fiend!
Wolfenite. You're muted.
You're right, I am muted. I apologize. I have a fiendish plan. I'm gonna inconvenience them all.
Ooh.
You know, not summon the Firebird, that could help.
No, of course not. I
Yeah,
entangled
not
them.
summon the Firebird in a fucking tavern that's made of wood with alcohol-soaked floors that will burn. Good idea.
Clay.
What I do is I summon,
Fuck's sake.
entangle.
Okay. So where do you
From
want to
the-
cast that, man?
Unfortunately, Mason's gonna have, Cereal's gonna have to make a throw.
Okay.
Bring it.
And I have to make a throw. And so does Celine.
Oh, jeez.
So it starts from this corner. Is
Is it a square or a circle?
Good
It's
question.
a square.
Yeah, it's a square, I think, yeah.
Okay.
So here's the top.
So where's the corner on the left-hand side?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Do I need to make it a little wider on one end?
Yeah.
Oh, quick question though. I actually misunderstood. So, Rattle got hurt on that last one?
Yes.
Yes.
Can, just because I'm going through my abilities and we haven't actually
25
done
on this
combat on
side.
this new character, can I actually use my
It's
reaction?
From the middle
Shoot
right.
it to the left.
Yes, what do you want to use your reaction for?
Actually, Hellish Rebuke. Oh no, it's only me.
Yeah,
It's
that's on you.
Only you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only on me. Okay, I was hoping it would be a ally, but yeah, I see it now.
Down to
Sorry.
here. We're all like... It'll be
So, we're all hit by that.
Oh,
That's a-
yeah.
That's a real big,
Hey, we're the casters. We don't need to be in combat. Only and Cereal's just rooted in place. Right where he needs to be.
Yeah, except the fact that he's restrained, so any attacks are at disadvantage.
Or, the save could be made perfectly.
Yeah, he's fine.
So Cereal's fine.
Now we gotta get a save for all the other guys.
Okay, so what's the save I need?
Cereal's just like
A
flex.
strength save.
Oh yeah, no, I am.
What's your DC, Matt?
13.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
He didn't spec into wisdom for some reason.
It's my first character that's,
Yeah, I get it. It's your first caster.
okay. Strength save. This
Well,
is gonna
so
be.
two of the veterans succeed. The other two are kind of stuck. Celine is stuck.
Yeah, I'm definitely stuck.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
but-
is totally fucked.
Oh yeah, and it's totally fucked.
Wait, is this guy restrained?
The two that aren't restrained is the one right in front of are the two in front of Cereal.
Do I
The
have
two
to
that
overroll?
aren't. Can you put a little marker on them so we just remember?
And what did you say?
Do I also have to roll because I was in it?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so, but it. I
I
failed.
would argue that you have advantage though. Because your spell.
So, your spell.
I fail even harder.
I mean, last time I remember us playing, you had made the ruling up because it is our spell, we could choose who it would affect.
No, that's only certain spells say that.
Yeah, only certain spells do say that. However, no.
Because I remember we had done this in the Dragon Cave. Because we had the in question, and that was your rule.
Yeah, we did. We did. There is a little truth to that because I remember with the familiar explosions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, you can choose not to entangle your allies. Just because the spell just says a creature in the area, and it's not a fireball, because fireballs kind of, you know, everybody gets fucked.
Yeah.
It's a little explosion.
Yeah, you're literally creating vines. So I'm gonna say that, yeah, you can make it so you and Celine don't have to save.
Or cereal.
Cereal succeeded anyway.
Yeah, so.
Oyen is fucked though. You can't not choose Oyen.
Wait. Oh yeah, Onion. Yeah, you know that Onion's fine. He'll be fine. He's protected in there.
Yeah, it's honestly a good thing that he's restrained.
Yep.
So strong color.
That's your turn there, Wolfenite.
Yep, that was my turn. Just doing that.
Saloon.
So Saloon is going to do cute little helpful help actions for the I don't think he...
Is he helping Cereal, or is he just...
That's what I'm trying to check here. Yeah, he's just gonna help Cereal, because that's the only action I can really take. So you have advantage on your next attack. So Saloon's just kind of dive bombing these guys back and forth.
Trying to like peck at their head, and they're like...
Yeah, exactly. Just harassing them.
Oyen, in the meanwhile, just... What is this? And the innkeeper... No, don't kill anyone in my tavern, please, for the love of God! Cereal. Actually, in his case, it'd be like for the love of the Platinum Dragon. For the love of Bahamut, don't kill people in my bar! I think you're muted too, Mason.
Money!
So, Cereal will be starting off with bonus action. He's going to start growing. Giant might.
Alright.
As he's growing, he is speaking, "You insult my friends and disrespect this tavern!" As he says this, he's swinging the sword towards this guy.
Do you actually become a size category larger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yepers.
I am going for intimidation factors with swinging. And I will be swinging the sword one-handed. Flat edge, of course.
19 will hit. Who are you hitting?
This guy.
Alright. I think you deal an extra D4.
Yeah, you do.
Yep.
No, it's a D6!
Oh, right. This giant.
So a total of 16 there.
You do have advantage, so go ahead and roll again to see if you get the nat 20.
No, that's two-handed. I needed...
No.
No. Okay.
There.
Same roll!
So, Rattlegast, you now see that your, the elf has become a giant. And 10 feet, 12 feet tall.
Damn! Oh, that's awesome.
So, it's a fly of the blade going to him. And then...
Just
action
like...
surge.
Yep.
And I'm going to swing at the other one the same.
Okay. Again, you have
Oof.
advantage. 18 will hit.
And plus 6.
So 11 points of slap damage.
11 slap to him, 16 slap to him.
Oh, the other guy? Okay.
So yeah, this guy got the first one, which is the 16 of bludgeoning from sword.
Yeah, and this guy got
And
the 11.
this guy got the 11. He's also
I imagine
going to
it's all in the
crossbow
same
bolt to the leg.
swing, like whack whack. Like it's just
And
a
then-
follow through.
As those hit, the cloak will glow, and so if I remember correctly, the rune magic on the fire rune should only affect him.
The flaming chains.
In addition, you hit a creature, you can invoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. Yeah, so it's just on him. So flames onto him.
Okay.
Which, let's see what the one for that. Ildfire takes, in addition, you hit the creature, invoke the rune. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
So this guy, the one who took the 16?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
And then I believe that one was my.
It's your DC, it's 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence modifier.
Sorry, I just froze. What was that?
8 plus 2, what's your intelligence modifier?
Intelligence modifier is 2.
Okay, so your DC is a 12, he rolled a 14, he saves.
Okay, so. So that he is not restrained. Damn him. Okay, then he's getting the crossbow bolt for the final bonus action to the foot.
You don't have another bonus action. Action Surge only gives you another action. If I remember.
Sorry, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And a?
Double check. You take. Yeah, and a possible bonus action. Yeah, so yes, it does give him another bonus action.
Wow,
I
that's
stand
kind of odd.
wildly corrected.
Yeah, because everywhere I've seen, they rolled the other direction. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if that's
I've been sitting here rereading it just to make sure that.
Hey, you know, if you have
like I
a
said-
bonus action you can use, I'll let you get another one. That's fine. The ability says it. Go ahead and re-roll. You have advantage on your attacks. You are gaining the help action this turn. 13 will not hit.
Like I said, my main issue here is I'm going for the intimidation factor. These two are getting their faces smacked, and there is now a giant staring them down.
Yeah. The veteran, you just giant, and swings at you wildly twice. Fails both times, and he's actually gonna try to run. Because giant. You can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yes, please.
You still have advantage.
Get that net? Nope.
So 24 will hit. And roll that d6.
Plus the d6. All with the flat edge still.
Yeah, just whack! And you scoot him along. Celine, Wolfenite, he's actually running closer towards you, but he is running. Rattlegast.
I'm gonna whip out my rapier and take a poke at this guy's weapon arm.
Okay, you
Just trying to make his weapon arm useless.
23 will hit.
And then
Yeah. And so that's minus 10. Alright. Anything else?
No.
Okay. And this guy is going to try to get loose. And he cannot. That was his action. Now this guy is going to swing at you with his two weapons. Serial, a 16 and a 17.
Both are nopes.
Okay. He is also going to run. You do not have an attack of opportunity. Celine!
Coming. I'm coming. Alright,
Baby.
so. Oh, baby. Okay, so. Well, let's play Healing Housewife here.
Aw.
Let me check my abilities here real quick. Just trying to figure out if it's an action or a bonus action. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do that. And then let me just check my spells real fast. Oh, never mind. I got it figured out. All right. So as my bonus action, I'm going to use the healing light ability, and I'm going to throw 2 dice at it, and that'll be on Rattlegast, which is 2d6 healing. Pretty straightforward. No, nothing else.
Okay.
Roll 2. Oops. 2. And 9 is total healing. Rattlegast gets.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to heal with my action by using a touch spell, which is do I really want to cast at a higher level, or can I cast? I think I'll just cast the basic. Yeah, I'll use my level 1 slot to cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Which is... Let me just click it. Maybe it'll work like it's supposed to.
And what spell are you giving? Cure Wounds?
He's getting Cure Wounds. Yeah, just a...
Okay.
Okay, no wonder I was having trouble. There we go. Well, I'm gonna get a little more out of it. It's just a little weirdly worded.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I clicked it. Did it? No?
No, it didn't appear yet.
Okay, let's try one.
It'll slowly roll. Give it a second.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little slow. Let's try one more time, though.
Is it asking you what level to cast it at?
Yeah, there it is. It's just in all the,
Yep.
Alright, you get a 7, and it... Oh, and it already added the...
Should have
No,
done
it-
this already.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you rolled a 3 and +4.
No, yeah, that's why it didn't work. That's why I was checking.
You're a life domain cleric, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm checking. Equal to 2 plus the spell's level. No, it did work. Okay, cool. So it did actually register that.
Did it? No, it did 4 plus your roll, which was 3.
Well, it shouldn't add any modifiers. It shouldn't add my spellcasting modifier. But
yeah,
the plus
Cure
3
Wounds
is...
Yeah, Cure Wounds at your spellcasting modifier.
1d3 plus 3 for charisma. Rolled
1d8.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, 1d8, sorry. I'm showing where I'm at.
Because yeah,
And then it'll add an additional 3, so you have 10 health.
Disciple of Life. Hold on. Oh no, it is adding that. Okay, so starting.
Yeah,
at
it's
level-
adding the Disciple of Life. It shouldn't be adding any other modifiers. Because
But you do get your charisma modifier while casting.
Actually, no. Not only on very few spells actually give you your
No,
modifier.
on Cure Wounds, it does.
Let's read Cure Wounds for a second. No need to fight. I have the answers.
No.
So yes, on Cure Wounds.
Oh, it
does
is
say
plus your ability modifier.
So you get 10 extra.
Yeah, it would actually be my wisdom modifier though in this case, because it's it's technically a cleric spell and you can't differentiate, so it's only 9.
Okay.
9 health.
9 health. Sorry, I'm just figuring out how that works.
I mean, I'm still fine with that because there's only been 9 damage to each of us.
Exactly, yeah, it was gonna be full health regardless, but
Yep.
So,
Alright. And that's
You're
my
looking
turn,
pretty over
so
here.
that was my bonus and the other, so that should be everybody. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 to this one.
Okay.
Ready for connection.
What the?
I'm making a war pick strike with like the blunt end.
Yeah.
Blue.
Hey, Matt,
Does a
we can hear that. 19 will hit.
19 will hit.
14 damage. So you bonk this guy pretty good.
I'm not done.
Oh. Gonna drop a smite in there?
Yeah, and then I'm still not done.
Oh, okay.
Oh lords.
So I'm gonna drop a smite and roll 2d8.
Okay.
8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna headbutt him. Because I can do that as a satyr.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And smites are just on top of your weapon attack, so.
25 hits.
Yes, it does.
And 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
He is down.
Just like after the smite, just headbutt.
Yep.
Hey, oh.
He drops. He's unconscious.
Just a thud.
And that's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So this guy is again. He's gonna try to get out because he doesn't like this.
He doesn't like.
A 19
There's a
will
giant
get him
next.
out.
There's a giant next to him. There's
That
two of
is
his friends
action,
are
though,
running.
but he will try to run away. So Rattlegast and Cereal, you both get attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
Queen Yoth. 23 will hit. 24 will hit.
Well, of a slap.
So 12 from that one, and 18 from that one.
I got a question.
I have an answer.
Have these people this entire time been using lethal damage and not non-lethal?
Yes, they have been trying to kill you.
No, I mean our
we
party
have been
members.
using non-lethal.
No.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
No, Mariana headbutted the guy into unconsciousness, and Cereal's been slapping them with the flat of his blade. However, Rattlegast, unfortunately, a rapier can't do non-lethal damage, so he's been trying to stab
I cutted
their
his
arms
arm.
and stuff.
Cutted his arm.
Yeah, he's been aiming at more like disabling points.
It's so weird, but yeah, technically rules is written you can, but yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like, it's a rapier, it stabs.
You're,
Yeah.
you're not doing
He's-
some kind of damage, but yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just going for more disabling instead of murder.
Guess you could hilt slap them with it.
Mm-hmm.
Buckler punch them.
Yeah, but that'd be a whole
Yeah, that is a
different,
thing.
whole different attack. And,
I
don't know,
mean,
it's just-
yeah.
Wolfenite. Oh, it's difficult terrain for them. Sorry. So they're actually, you could actually be here then, because they get a couple extra less squares, because it is still difficult terrain.
Yep.
And that part you can't change. It just is.
Yep, I'm gonna walk up to them.
Okay. Okay.
And I am going.
Shillelagh, bitch!
Except he doesn't have Shillelagh.
Okay, whipping a man shouldn't kill him, right?
What kind of whip are you using?
Darmy's whip. Something I have no proficiency in.
Darmy's whip will kill him.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, that thing was
Darmy's is a
vicious.
razor whip.
Yeah, it was like
Darmy's whip is like the Prince of Persia whip, where it wraps you in chains and slices you up as she pulls. Yeah.
Another case of rules as written is weird because any melee is not, considered non. But yeah, no.
I'm
Okay.
like, no, that is designed to murder people.
Exactly. This thing is sharp everywhere.
Same with my
Everywhere.
sickle. Not gonna work. Dagger, not really gonna work.
You could slap people with the flat of a dagger or with the side of a sickle. It's not as effective, but I mean, you could do it.
Again, another one that's weird. It's like I do consider like a pommel strike with a dagger non-lethal, but
True. Also, the back end of a sickle is never sharp.
True.
It's kind of like a katana blade that way. It's only a one-sided sharp weapon. So you could hit him with the reverse side.
I mean, by technicalities, anything that has a handle, you could just use a fist back.
Yeah, well.
You know what?
Schmecknicals.
Let's see. Darn, he gets advantage on this. Never mind. Okay. I'm just gonna go with. You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay.
Or I'll hit him with the pommel of my dagger or my sickle.
Okay, works for me. Roll it. 11 will
No.
not hit.
That's fine.
Anything else?
That's about it. I really can't do much right now without, invoking a bird of fire.
Right. Saloon.
Saloon
I'm
will.
an
Well, they're all good. So, Matt, you're getting a friendly hummingbird helper for now,
Hooray!
and because I already used his reaction.
So, in giant form, how do I count my movement?
So every space you move is 5 feet, and you count it basically like you always would. If you pick up your token, click it to pick it up, and right-click, it'll create the drag for you.
And tell you how much movement you've been using.
Correct.
Actually, you know what? I'll just keep helping Serial.
Okay, well, all of the opponents have moved down here.
Yeah. Well, it. Again, weird rules.
Yeah.
The help action I have to use on Serial, so I have to be by him.
Yeah.
But I'm technically helping him in combat, so yeah, weird. Oh wait, no, that only works for people within 5 feet. Okay, I see the rules. There we go. Never mind, Matt, you're getting it.
Or you could use the defend action.
I can't do that, I think. I mean I can, but there's no point. Because I can use
stuck.
Because I can use help on Matt and technically fly like to the top of the room because I got that much movement.
Yeah. Serial, go ahead.
Okie dokie. So, 5. So, let's make the move. 10. And Mr. Entangled is going to get... I'm going to be dropping my putting my crossbow down to my side, and two-handing the sword this time for the big smacks.
Okay. Fucking whack-a-mole!
Aww.
You have advantage, he's restrained.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
To D&D.
Yep. So 16 points. Alright, and he hasn't been touched yet. So, alright, anything else?
Nope, nothing else you can really do.
Okay. This guy is out. Rattlegast, it's your turn.
Alright. I am gonna run up behind this guy and bonk him on the back of the head with my yeah.
Okay.
Bink.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. No sneak attack because there's no allies, but 10 piercing
Yeah.
will do just fine. And he's out. And you bonk him on the head and he goes down.
Unless he's a swashbuckler.
True, but no.
Nope.
He goes down.
I do not swashbuckle.
So this guy is going to try and attack you, Serial, but he has disadvantage. 9 will not hit you. And a 23 will, though.
Yeah.
And that's at disadvantage. You take 5 piercing.
Okay, then.
His other roll was a 24, so...
Oh.
He's hitting you.
36. Okay.
Alright, and then... This next guy... sees Wolfenite, who is now blocking the path. And he's gonna swing at you with a short sword.
What's he hit?
9 and 15.
1 hits.
Okay, the 15 I take it?
The 15, because it just meets.
Yep, so 4 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, he pokes you. But
Weakling.
he is trying to kill you.
Weakling.
He can't kill me in a way that matters.
Celine.
Alright, so Serial's hurt 5 and Wolfenite's hurt 4.
Yep.
So, Wolfenite's going to get the Cure Wounds from my Warlock side of things, so that's at level 2.
Koi.
Making sure that's how it's supposed to be cast. Yes, it is. No, actually, no, it's only level 1 still. I think, right?
Huh?
Warlock? Gosh darn it, I gotta look that up. But Warlock's level 2 slots at level 3, right? That's what I'm trying to look up. I think it is.
95% sure.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think it is. So, anyway. Okay. So, cast at what level? I would like to cast it at level 2 because I have to. And then you get that. You're full health regardless.
Yay!
Be healed!
So, in character here, Saloon touches you as Celine mutters something into her book. And as you received your injury, Wolfenite, there's a quick flash that you see next to you, and it's Rattlegast actually helping you up after your injury, like you took the injury. And you remember that that's the same moment that Celine put into her book.
Okay.
Yeah, where he helped her up. That one time.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been only slightly redeemed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not quite on the full shit list now.
And then I'm gonna use my Warlock ability to throw 1 dice at Serial.
Okay.
And I only got 1 left after that.
Okay.
Oh no, I think this is my last one actually. Well, it's 4 HP. And for you, Serial, you actually hear the laughter of small children from, and you actually, well, hold on. Laughter of small children, and you actually hear Celine's voice very roughly in the background, singing the broom song, which Brent knows about. And there's one of the children seemed to look like Darmy for a second, who gives you a smile, a nod, and just encourages you forward.
Aww.
Right in the fucking fails, mate.
Sorry.
Right.
But that's how her magic works. It's all the goodwill you guys built up.
And Celine, that's your turn.
And that's my turn.
And Mariana.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
This gives me advantage, correct, on my strikes?
Uh-huh. Because I do flanking equals advantage.
Alright, I'm gonna slap him with the heavy side of a war pick.
Do it, do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
12 will not hit.
I'm gonna headbutt them then.
Okay. A 23 will hit.
Shut the hell up. Rolling.
They're getting headbutt like straight from behind. Ooh, that would fucking hurt.
Yep. It's not close.
So just like swings, dodges, and then just a headbutt again.
Bonk. Anything else?
No, that's all I'm doing.
Wolfenite.
I shall attack again, and probably fail.
You have advantage though from Celine.
Okay.
Do the thud, thud, do the thud, thud, knock his ass out, out, do the thud, thud.
I thought
21.
to advantage.
21 will hit.
That it hard.
Guy takes 4 bludgeoning. Salute.
Yep, Saloon. So Saloon will gives you an approving nod as you just laid the smackdown Wolfenite, and then dashes over to Mariana, and it just starts buzzing around the target and encouraging her.
Okay.
Mainly just like giving her a glance, like hit him, hit him, hit him
Oyen is
already.
still stuck, but Oyen is like swearing loudly into the air. Serial.
Again, batters up.
A 14 will not hit. Okay. You miss. Anything else?
I think that's about all I can do since I already used the action surge earlier.
Alright, so Rattlegast.
Yes. I'm gonna walk up right behind this guy and boink.
Bonk on the head! You have
Advantage.
24.
Yay!
You
And
have sneak attack.
he's flanked, so can I? Yeah, I can roll that by itself.
Damn.
18.
That was good.
Yeah, way to go. Almost max on that. Yeah, you bonk! And he's a hurting. He's gonna try and get out though. And a nat 20 will get him out. And he's going to try to run, which gives everybody pretty much.
I'm gonna. Can I try and trip him?
Yeah, that's a.
What would that be?
That would be an
Athletics.
athletics check.
Can he
Can I
get
do
advantage
acrobatics
because it's
instead?
difficult terrain?
Or only athletics?
Only athletics.
Who's running?
Darn.
The guy between Rattlegast,
Good
Serial.
athletics.
Yeah. So Mariana, Rattlegast, and Serial all get advantage. 22 will hit. You have advantage, Rattlegast, on this check.
Nope. 16.
I guess has failed us.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to trip him.
And you succeed, so he doesn't get far.
Oh.
He gets right there. But you can still attack him if you want to, Mariana.
No, I'm gonna save it just in case this guy tries leaving.
Okay. And so he's now prone, so I will actually mark him. He is prone because you tripped him. And now this
Cheaped him.
guy, he's actually going to attack with his. He's going to draw a longsword at this point and swing at you, Wolfenite, with both. 17 will hit you, and you take 6 points of piercing damage as a short sword just pokes you.
Not the worst I've ever had.
Celine
All right.
and Mariana, you're on deck. You ready?
Yep.
I know.
So I'm sorry, I missed that. So no, everyone's full health right now, right?
Except Wolfenite, who just took 6.
Okay, I was just making sure he was the only one. Well, I got one last spell slot. Might as well you use it to save him. So, Celine's gonna run up and Yeah, she flips open her book, and you see a flicker of Darmy as her hand goes out, and you can actually see like a small Darmy patting your wound for a moment and giving you like an encouraging, like, "Come on, we got this" kind of friendship nod.
Aw.
And yeah, and then I got a roll for that.
Yep.
And this is my last spell slot, so because warlocks. There it is.
Well, you're also cleric. You have cleric spells.
Well,
Hey!
I used my one cleric spell slot. I don't have very many slots. I think I have like one or two.
Yeah, you only have like 2 cleric slots for.
Yeah, so I might have one level slot. But anyway, there you go. You're healed.
Thank you very much. I'm cured!
And can't really do much with my bonus action. So I'll just save it. And yeah.
Mariana. Satyr lady.
Alright, so we just had this one attack Wolfenite, correct?
Yes.
But I do have advantage, so I'm gonna try whacking him again. With the blunt side of a war pick.
Yep. 20 will hit.
14 points of bludgeoning.
Yes. Alright, he's still standing. If only.
And then I'm gonna try headbutting him.
Alright, do so. 19 will hit.
Nice.
Alright, he's still standing, but he and his compatriot look kind of really fucked up.
Can I smite?
Yes, you can smite. You're a paladin. It's kind of
Some would say it's encouraged.
That's kind of the point of paladins.
7 points of radiant damage with my headbutt.
Alright. He's still standing.
Damn! Like, I give him props, I'm not gonna lie.
Wolfenite, your turn.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna slap him again.
Yeah, he's looking kind of fucked up. You have advantage. A 20 will hit.
Bop!
And he's still standing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, he's not going anywhere, at least.
Saloon.
Well, Saloon sees that you guys pretty much got this handled here. You're both prone. Shoot. Well, he's not really able to do much with his help action here, so, go over and just check on, Rattlegast actually here.
Okay.
And, yeah. And just use the help action on him.
Okay.
So Saloon is just mostly annoying you at this point, Rattlegast. Just saying, well, he's down. Hit him. Hit him. Come on. Hit him.
I'm smiling at him.
As this like hummingbird is very intently telling you what to do.
Oyen actually, like, ah! He reaches, grabs one of his empty tankards and throws it as best he can. And by some miracle, or maybe just his angry fury, actually hits this guy in the head, and he goes down.
Do you have like 1 health?
But Oyen has a +2 strength modifier, so. Because I say he does, because rage. He's now taking the Golden Barbarian.
He is inspired to greatness, I'm just saying. I'm not saying some cute little girl inspired him.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, that was
Cereal.
yeah.
You're muted.
Looking down at the prone man, Serial will, in the best giant voice he can, making it grumble, he will say down to the man that is prone, "You will be placed on your horses and sent away. If I see you again, I will kill you." And then he's gonna soccer kick him.
Roll a strength check. Add a D6
Soccer
to that.
kick.
You
kills him with a sudden neck snap
Well,
of
you
kick.
do kick him, but it doesn't seem to like really hurt him. You're not so good at this whole kicking people thing.
Oh, the dude's pretty fucked up, and I think the message will get across.
Yeah. Rattlegast.
I am going to try and get on top of him and restrain him, like bind his arms behind his back.
Roll a. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics for that one. I'll let you.
Yeah.
He just manages to resist. Saloon is giving the help action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll at advantage, David.
Dang it.
No, he just manages to slip
Oh,
out.
close.
Jesus.
Alright.
Saloon gives you an accusatory look.
And he's actually going to try and swing at you with his short sword. He's at disadvantage, though. A 16.
16 hits.
You take 9 points of piercing as he slashes.
Wait, hold up 1 sec.
I think
So,
you've used all
they're
your wounds for the
within-
day, haven't you?
Nope, not wounds. I am a protection style.
Oh, right. You can redirect
We
it
have
to
to-
yourself.
You see attack a target other than you within 5 feet.
Yep.
You-
Okay.
So I can impose disadvantage on his roll.
Oh, he's already got disadvantage. It was a 16.
Oh, wait, yeah,
on
no.
sides.
So yeah, I can do Stalwart Guardian and put myself in the way.
Okay, so you reach down with your big ass shield because the 16 won't hit you. So you reach down with your shield and ponk. He is going to try again though. He does have 2 attacks, but a 15. Will a 15 hit you, Rattlegast?
It meets, so yeah.
Oh yes. 9 points of piercing.
Dag.
Celine.
Let me check if I actually have that last slide.
Wait, was that at disadvantage?
Yes, it was. The other
Dang.
was 20.
You guys rolling good.
Well, they have +5s to hit on everything that they use except their heavy crossbows.
Just a sec.
I think they actually are using strength as their main stat for their weapons.
I love the fact that all of mine are plus. I got +5, +5, +6, +6, +5, +6, +6. I am good at hitting things.
God,
forgot.
you're a fighter. It's like you were born to do that.
Hey, I need more fighter for my fighter. Make it happen.
Yeah.
You didn't pick the champion. That's on you.
No, I actually do
You
have
can
one
pick a
more.
paladin
Okay,
if you want.
cool. So I actually do have one more cleric slot and one
what I
more
thought.
use of my healing ability, so I'm going to use both on Rattlegast here in a moment.
Alright.
Where's my... God damn it.
I wanted to put
Tyranny.
more fighter in my fighter because I'm boring.
AKA Justin. I mean, what?
Alright. So here is... Because who got hurt? It was Rattle, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Saloon is there, so I can just
Yes.
heal him that way. Cool, I was just making sure. I can only cast it at level 1, and it's only a +2, even though it says more. So +2, and then +3 from the ability. From the Life Domain Cleric,
So it's 8 + 3 for 11.
yeah, so you're fine off of that.
Yep.
And so yeah, that
Thank
means with my bonus action, I can't do anything else because I'm out of spell slots. So that's it.
Yep. Alright, so Mariana. Go ahead.
Hey,
Oh, we have this one guy
okay.
left.
Yes.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try knocking him out with a war pick.
You have advantage to do so. For
Cool.
many reasons.
You have all the reasons.
21 will hit.
Oof!
And he's out.
This thunk!
So you just crack, and he just stops moving. He's not dead. He's still breathing, but he is out.
They are all KO'd.
Yep. KO!
Hey-oh.
And if this was a certain lesser game, they might burst into like hundreds of coins. You never know. And yes, I did say lesser game. Come at me, bros. But anyway,
Wow.
So as you do this, Wolfenite, do you release your spell?
Oh yeah, I'll release it.
Yeah. Okay. So you get rid of the entangling grounds there. Which I'm not sure if that's a concentration spell, but if it is, we need to remember to make you make Constitution checks when you get hit.
I think it is. We'll work on that next time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. But you've knocked out these 4 fake nobles. You can take their stuff or not, as you prefer.
I'd rather investigate their stuff.
I'm going to pat them down for their coin purses they give to the barkeep. Well,
They've already paid the barkeep.
Oh, I know. I'm just making sure he gets extra money from them.
Oh, okay.
Before I send them on their way.
You managed to find that 3 of them are holding coin purses. 1 of them doesn't. For whatever reason.
May I make a performance check?
Oops. Didn't mean to roll with advantage.
Why do you want to perform?
A victory song
Roll
from
it.
beyond the stars.
It was okay. Oh yeah, and like, that'll teach you. Good work, Rattlegast.
With a 16, it's awesome.
I put away
and
my.
dragging the bodies out.
I'm sheathing my rapier and saying, "Oh, what happened? My goodness, what a fight! I haven't
gotta
been
take
in a
care of
scrap
old man
like that in
McGee.
years. Ruffians, a lot of them. My goodness. You see, he cut me across my chest, the savage."
Where?
You've already healed it several times.
I know. That's right. It's the lead being cheeky. As she helpfully sits the old man down.
Oh, thank you again, sweet young dear. Very nice of you.
You can rely on me. I'm strong.
Her little voice.
Had they only laid down their ordnance and let the sword go rust, none of this needed to happen. The
Aw.
fools.
You see the bartender like peek up from behind the counter. Are they dead? Please don't tell me they're dead.
No, man.
Just thoroughly unconscious.
That's so enthusiastic.
None have been slayed this night.
Okay.
Yeah, cereal just...
You actually can't fit outside the door.
It only lasts a minute, so I would actually start shrinking fairly quickly.
This is true. But, you know, he just... Okay, look, you could, like... Just don't kill them. I don't care what you do. Just don't kill them. And yes, you can stay now, because I don't think they're going to object, really.
Oh, don't worry. I just plan on putting them on their horses and sending them away.
Okay.
Okay.
Out in the stables. And he just kind of sinks behind the counter again.
Aw.
As I'm walking out with one of these guys on my shoulder, I'm gonna... We got rooms!
I'm gonna go back to the... over here with probably the bards who are freaking the hell out.
There's no bards. You notice that one of the windows is open.
So here... Well, I pull up my pan flute and start playing.
Roll a performance check.
I start struggling with one of the bodies, feebly trying to pick it up.
Alright. So just...
That's a hell of a performance check.
Oh,
Yeah, it is the most jaunty fucking pan flute tune you have ever played.
It's a victory tune!
Yep, everybody here gets 700 experience points, by the way.
Sweet. By the way,
Sweet.
while I'm feigning struggling to pick him up, I'm checking over him to see if there's like anything odd about his body, anything odd like on his person.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Celine is helping you. She is not helping you. She's pretending to be very strong.
Well, so, one thing you do notice, And even on a natural 1, this would be pretty obvious. Their armor is old, but it's also standard issue.
Hmm.
The clothes they have are very nice, though. And the swords and the heavy crossbow are very nice.
Okay. Would I be able to deduce anything about that
Roll an
standard
intelligence check.
armor? Okay. Wow, I am doing a terrible job at this.
You
Maybe
could
they
always
were
ask
guards
for
somewhere?
help.
Maybe they were guards somewhere?
Maybe.
Or maybe they served in an army somewhere or something.
Actually, with my weaving kit and like fashion sense of all things, would I be able to recognize that they're all wearing pretty standard issue stuff?
No,
I mean-
because armor is a little beyond your speciality.
Well,
However, you do
what I
notice
mean
their
by that
clothes
is the
are pretty
undercloth.
fancy.
With
Like,
my
the
knowledge of
undercloth-
militia,
The undercloth is not standard. It's very different from each one. Only the armor itself seems to be standard.
Got it.
What they're wearing under it and over it and around it is all unique, and all of it is very fine and very expensive looking.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
since with my knowledge of militia and everything being what I
History
am,
check.
would I be able to tell anything of the armor?
History check. I said history, but close enough.
Sorry, it cut out on my end, so I didn't hear it fully.
No worries. I'll let you keep the investigation.
Okay,
Just kinda
I can. I was gonna say I can reroll the history. It's just 2 instead of 4, so.
You see pretty quickly that this is a disguise. This noble stature stuff is clearly fake. If you had to make a guess, they are probably veteran guards of Baldur's Gate who were posing as nobles and likely just wanted to be dicks for a while. Probably in need of work because they're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And they
But-
have money.
They were being assholes, and all that pretext of nobility dropped as soon as combat started. So
Wow, they suck.
yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna take the armor off of them to return later to
Baldur's Gate.
yeah.
Fair enough. You now have 4 sets of Baldur's Gate guard armor. The longswords.
So, Celine. Oh, sorry.
The longswords
Go ahead.
also look to be standard issue and all have Baldur's Gate sigil, the Baldur's Gate sigil stamped on them.
I'm taking it all to return.
All right.
Everything I
Are we
know.
headed to Baldur's Gate?
You were headed from Baldur's Gate.
Ah.
I figure we'll be
Everything-
making a way back eventually, or we can just hawk it at another town.
So, Celine not being the brightest, but everything I know about clothing, the carpets don't match the drapes. And she says this dead serious, not really understanding the implications. But she meant their armor doesn't match the clothing.
Acrian starts laughing hysterically as he comes into the tavern. Oh, I knew I hired you for a reason, and he slaps you on the back. Barkeep around for everyone and rooms. And the barkeep just kind of peeks and gets up and starts serving drinks. And most of the merchants from the caravan are able to get a room. The common room is shared among a lot of people. So you're able to find shelter, and that's actually where we're going to cut it for the day.
All right.
We actually went a bit over time, and that's okay because we started a bit late. So, anyway, guys and gals, you all have that 700 experience points. You now have 4 suits of Baldur's Gate guard armor and 4 Baldur's Gate issued longswords. They also all have a short sword, but those seem to be private, and there's 1 heavy crossbow among them. You can do with that what you will. The rattle gas, the coin purse you have, contains 24 gold pieces, 14 silver pieces, and 10 copper pieces. 10C, 14S, and 23.
You said how many gold? 25?
23.
24.
Oh, excuse me, 24.
He just put it into the D&D chat.
And the others contain gold and E and let's see. And Mason, the other 3 pouches contain that amount that I just put. That's each.
Oh, like I said, I'm giving it all to the innkeeper for putting up with the assholes.
Okay. So
Good guy, Serial. I mean, Lord knows I have enough money. I'm still sitting on 556 gold.
that's true. You have not paid for much. But you also haven't bought much.
That's fair.
So, you all have a room for the night, and you all have lodgings free of charge. It is very comfortable, and it's warm, and it's not out in the miserable. So, there's that. Anyway, guys and gals, I want to thank you all for watching. Now, there will be a bit of a break, because this is every other Wednesday. My travel plans, however, I am going on vacation, so I will be out of town. So there will not be a event on the 21st. We will be back fresh on November the 4th, which is our cap, which is the day before Guy Fawkes Day. So, for those of you who celebrate Guy Fawkes, I know I always do, because every year I watch one movie because it's very cliche and I'm a loser. But, it's a great movie and I like the shit out of it, so I make no apologies. But in the meantime, guys, as soon as Grim Hollow has finished their Kickstarter, which I highly recommend you going and finding, Kickstarter.com/thegrimhollow. It shouldn't be hard to find. It really isn't. I don't know how people don't know how to use Google, but they don't know how to use Google. And I'm sorry, I cannot help stupid. So I expect better from you. Because I believe in you, damn it. I believe in the you that believes in nobody. See? Picturing anime quotes 101. Anyway.
God
This
damn it.
has been Tyranny of Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, or Master of the Universe, as I humbly call myself, Professor John Wolfenstein. My amazing cast of characters. Unfortunately, Whitehill, our Tortle Death Domain Cleric, could not be here. He has, college classes in the morning, and he's 8 hours ahead of us. So yeah, he's got stuff to do. But we are happy to welcome back Serial, our Wood Elf Rune Knight, played by Mr. Mason.
Thanks for all coming out, everyone. I hope to see you again next time.
Don't worry, he'll be here. We then have Mr. Rattlegast, the brand newest addition to the party. Play the orc veteran, we'll call him for now. Played by Mr. David, my brother.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I love this voice you got. We have the cheerful Mariana, our Satyr Oath of Ancients paladin, played by Mr. Eric.
And we have a victory tune to celebrate!
Oh, wait, that's copyrighted.
Yeah, right.
We just changed like 3 notes and say it wasn't inspired, but
We have Wolf Knight, our Wildfire Earth Genasi Druid, played by Mr. Matt.
Innkeeper, do you have a broom? I think I'll sweep myself out. And the vines I took in with me.
Wow. Stop. And we have Celine the Stargazer, our Cleric Warlock multi-class, played by the ever-lovely Kelly Cat.
thank you all for having me, and gosh, those guys were so mean, picking on old men, taking up inns.
Rude ruffians. Oh.
This is supposed to be about dragons, but we're really handling the real issues.
Right. Anyway, guys and gals,
assholes.
I hope you all
Also
stay
racist.
safe, stay sane, and remember, folks, it is important to always just have fun. Life is short. Have fun. Okay?
Right.
Life's a stage. Let's make it a fucking comedy show. How about that? Anyway, guys, we all appreciate you watching. I know I certainly do. My amazing players, I know, do. Thank you all for watching. We hope we made your Wednesday night a little bit better, and we will see you next time on Tyranny of Dragons. So long.
Bye-bye.